Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's happening, y'all? Welcome to the broadcast show. We got Seyi, we got my brother Jalen. And of course, we're gonna start off with Ryan Kerrigan, and then we're gonna dive into a whole bunch of stuff. But I did want to make sure I replied to the comments before we got started. But Jalen, Seyi, anything you want to say before we dive into the show?
Well, I'm just gonna let you guys know I'm probably gonna be going back up and forth. It's National Chicken Wing Day. So, I have to be on my chef Shay RD and make my own chicken wings. So like I got the air fryer going on right now for the fries. I got the oven going on for the wings. So gonna be going back up and forth. But just to let you know, Donovan Mitchell is not going to the Washington Wizards. I'm seeing that in the comments. And just to let you know, he's not going to the Washington Wizards, and it'll be a recipe of disaster if he does go.
Let him know. Let him know that.
Let him know that. Wait, so today is for real Chicken Wing Day? This is like
National Chicken Wing Day.
Oh, my fault.
It's actually 50-cent wings on Taco Mac. I actually should have told you that earlier. My bad.
I mean, it's still time, but nah, that's more of an Atlanta holiday than anybody else. I'm surprised I haven't heard people yelling up and down the streets celebrating. I know y'all know we love our wings and stuff, but what's good, J-Mom? What's good, Joseph? Return of the Posse. What's good, Rich? He said, black people time. You know how we do. By the way, the Wizards might get Donovan Mitchell look like it's between us and Charlotte. Okay, so that's where that came from. We're going to get to that. For all the hating on the channel, leave the Wizards alone. I mean, you brought them up. You know it's going to end up getting talked about. I'm going to try to, be on y'all side, play a little bit of devil's advocate to their analysis, but I mean, it's not much I can really help y'all with. Is Rico moving to Brooklyn? Why that specifically? I do plan on moving back to New York, but why Brooklyn specifically? We got Joseph, we got Lyric, we got my boy Tut. Tut, every time you pull up to the stream, make sure you link all your music and stuff in here, because we definitely gonna promote that. And Lyric, listen, imagine going to the why it's already starting, man.
Seriously.
Oh, and that man Tut at the studio too. That's where we made those last couple of songs.
KD from there, you don't even want to go there.
What's good, unknown ism? Yeah, Rich, you brought up the Wizards, so you already know how this is about to go. We'll come back to that. So first, we'll start off with some Ryan Kerrigan. I already did a video on it, so I'm not gonna go crazy into it. But yeah, man, I'm happy that he's finally retired. The reason he's so special is, first of all, he was one of the very few guys that could stay healthy on our team. With the Brian Arakpos, the RG3s, just to start it off. But then also he's the first player I've seen us draft, play a long time here, and retire. I've seen guys retire, but I didn't see those guys get drafted here. Ryan Kerrigan, 2011, I was in high school, so that was like the first time I've seen a player play their entire career here, other than the 1 year with the Eagles where he didn't do much and retire here. And then lastly, I feel like he did play a part in Chase Young having a great breakout rookie season, because he was all about the fundamentals, the technique, watch for screens and all of that type of stuff. And then, I mean, I think it was a lot of reasons why Chase Young had a bad last year, even before he got hurt. But I feel like Ryan Kerrigan not being there, constantly preaching technique with Sam Mills III already, supposedly a bad defensive lines coach. So, man, shouts out to Ryan Kerrigan, man. I'm glad he was able to retire. I don't know if he'll make it to the Hall of Fame, but, a great player. He's easily going to be a Ring of Fame player for sure for us. But Hall of Fame, I mean, you know how they do it. London Fletcher isn't even in the Hall of Fame. So, I mean, I don't expect Ryan Kerrigan to get in, honestly.
I like the prestige of the NFL Hall of Fame. I don't think he's going to make it, or I don't think he should, honestly. He was great. Don't get me wrong. Like you said, for the ring, but for our squad, but I don't believe for the NFL Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I mean, he was one of the better defensive players in the league, but from a national standpoint, I don't think he's gonna make the Hall of Fame as well.
Highly doubt it. I mean, we just didn't win anything. We just didn't win anything significant.
Trash.
Yeah, that doesn't help either.
There you go. Trash. But yeah, anybody want to say anything else about Ryan Kerrigan before we get to this Donovan Mitchell and KD situation?
I got nothing. I love it when he's on the field, but I don't know. I feel so far removed at this point now. It's been a year, 2 years.
That year did feel like 3. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Let me take my wings out.
Okay. I bet. Well, Well, all right, we can go ahead and get to this Donovan Mitchell KD situation. So it's been reported by Rich. I'm about to go ahead and look it up too. Donovan Mitchell is between the Wizards and the Charlotte. I always want to call them the Bobcats. I still got to get used to the Hornets. And so yeah, trade rumors, Knicks talk stalled out. It report Wizards or Hornets, Kings also show Donovan Mitchell. Okay, I mean, well, and then I mean, of course, the KD rumors started going for a little bit, but it's just like, who would y'all even trade to get KD? If you to trade Bradley Beal, then who was KD playing with? You know what I'm saying? So it just KD's impossible. Donovan Mitchell's really interesting though. How you feel about it, Jalen?
I feel like, I mean, with KD, I don't think it's his decision anymore. I don't think he has a no trade clause. So at the end of the day, it's just strictly off of what the deal that Sean Marks can find. And I don't see why the Wizards would. I mean, I guess you want to pair somebody up with Bradley Beal, but if I'm the Wizards, there's no need to win now. Like, there's no win now mentality. It's just kind of like, yo, let's build, let's draft, and move forward. And I guess Bradley Beal, I mean, you got to pay people. So I guess if he wants to get the max contract, run it back with him for as long as he's going to stay there. But I don't see the push for that. The Hornets, I can see why the Hornets would want to do that. They can move plate pieces. They got Gordon on 30 mil. They got Rozier on, I think he's making damn near 20, which is crazy to me, but he's making damn near 20. So they have the money and the assets, I guess, that could be moved. And I'm sure they have a bunch of first-round picks to give up. But, I mean, of the two, the Hornets are definitely the more likely of the two for sure. And then the one, it's New York or he ain't going nowhere, bro.
Yeah.
Because I don't see Utah wanting to move him and just settling, you know? Like, they got a ridiculous package for Rudy Gobert. So there's no, you know, I don't think there are any teams that are willing to give up their entire future for just Donovan Mitchell, you know? Because Donovan Mitchell's great. But of the young players, he's on the back half, honestly.
Yeah, he doesn't play defense. He's just a bucket getter.
Exactly. And even then, he struggles in the playoffs shooting threes, and he's not the best playmaker. And, I mean, granted, there was a lot of players on his team, like Gobert, that couldn't get a bucket in this last. But, yeah, man, I think it's New York or nothing for Donovan Mitchell, honestly.
Yeah, and to add to that, because first of all, I agree. I think like, especially with Rudy Gobert gone, and that was one of the main reasons that Donovan Mitchell wanted to leave. And now that again Rudy Gobert is gone, it's really no rush to get him off. I mean, they may just end up keeping him, and granted, he'll be part of a rebuild. But yeah, I mean, again, he doesn't really have much control over his destiny. The Jazz can just hold on to him unless they get a trade in return that they really like. And again, like you said, that Rudy Gobert trade set the bar higher. Maybe before the Rudy Gobert trade, they were willing to take a little less for Donovan Mitchell. But after that, they're like, wait, people out here giving out this much for Rudy Gobert? We should be able to get, you know, at least a little less than that for Donovan Mitchell type of thing. So
I gotta point out, I almost forgot. The whole AD to Boston. I called it literally last week. KD for
Oh, yeah.
Derek White and a couple of picks. And that's literally what Boston did. But they said nah. I don't understand why they said nah. But if I'm Brooklyn, I'm doing that ASAP.
That was Brooklyn that offered it, and the Celtics declined it?
No, Boston.
It was Celtics.
And Brooklyn countered with Smart or in a couple
okay.
Yeah, they walling for that. We're not giving up Marcus Smart for and Jalen Brown and picks.
Yeah, you did talk about that last week though, because I never heard of it until you said something, and then everything went crazy last week and everybody on First Take and Undisputed was talking about it.
I didn't hear about it either. I just prophesized it. I was just kind of like,
yeah.
At some point, if you have that, Boston does. Why not make a play for literally one of the greatest of all time? So, you know, it only, even though he's aging, he's still a bucket. He's still unstoppable.
Now, I was hearing everything with my Bluetooth headphones, so I do want to get back on the Donovan Mitchell thing. Unlike my chicken wings, I think Donovan Mitchell going to the Wizards is a recipe for disaster. So
I get it. I
you
get it. That
have
man wrote that on the way back from the kitchen. I like that.
exactly, yeah. So you got Bradley Beal, who doesn't play defense, scores a lot of points. You got Donovan Mitchell, who doesn't play defense, scores a lot of points. It ain't gonna work. I mean, it didn't work with the Portland Trailblazers. Why it's gonna work with the Washington Wizards? You're talking about the Charlotte Bobcats, right? They're going to be just like the Charlotte Bobcats. The Charlotte Bobcats were notorious for being too good to be one of the worst teams in the NBA, but not good enough to be one of the better teams in the NBA. So they were in that 7 to 9 purgatory. So their draft picks were never good. So at the end of the day, they were never bad enough to get a better draft pick. So they're just staying in limbo. Washington Wizards, I think they're comfortable with staying in limbo if they want to make a decision like this. And the Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte Hornets, Charlotte Bobcats. So Michael Jordan's notorious for staying in limbo, but at least they got a young budding star in LaMelo Ball who is 6'6", so he can guard shooting guards, which is basically the main problem with Donovan Mitchell being a liability on the defensive end is that he's guarding shooting guards. He's 6'1", so I think for the Hornets that would be a better
and
fit.
Steph Curry. Like that just sounds crazy when you say it out loud.
Wait, say what?
I say he's shorter than Steph Curry and Kyrie Irving. When you see that out loud, it just sounds crazy.
Yeah.
He is. He weighs more than both of them, but he's shorter than them.
Yeah.
And he has longer arms, but he's still
too.
shorter than them. And for the Celtics and Kevin Durant, honestly, from the Celtics, I'm not doing it. Jalen Brown was your best player in the NBA Finals when Jason Tatum was non-existent, was a turnover machine. Jalen Brown was your best player. And you're going to try to trade him for Kevin Durant after all he did? You're going to try to trade him? I saw that tweet with Jalen Brown shaking my head because I'll be shaking my head too because his contract is up in 2 years. And I don't even blame Jalen Brown if he does not want any part of Boston anymore after those 2 years because they've been trying to. It's like the Ray Allen thing all over again. When Celtics had the OG big three of Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, and KG. Celtics, Danny Ainge, been trying to trade Ray Allen for the longest.
Joe Johnson.
Unsuccessful, but Ray Allen knew they were trying to trade him. So once he became a free agent, guess what he did? He left to Miami with LeBron and won another championship. So Jalen Brown is feeling just like how Ray Allen is feeling. So know what? I don't blame him if he would want to leave. But I don't look. Kevin Durant is still a superstar, one of the best players in the NBA. But at the end of the day, he's still 34 years old. Your best player on your team is 24 years old. Jalen Brown is 25. I'm keeping that young roster that was 2 games away from winning that NBA championship over getting a 34-year-old player who you're not sure who could wake up one day and then all of a sudden wants to go to another team. I'm keeping this
sad but true. Sad but true.
Here, the one thing that I will say, honestly, as not a Tatum hater, because I am a Celtics fan and I don't hate Tatum, but I don't like him. So honestly, I would have preferred moving Tatum before I moved Jalen, but I know he's not touchable. Like he's untouchable. He's not moving anywhere. He's going to be a Celtic until there's some type of animosity towards the two parties. But I think you have to make those aggressive moves to put your name out there and to snag people like Kevin Durant. I mean, it's Kevin Durant, man. Like those moves only come once in a lifetime. And first of all, I thought it was available. I don't see why Brooklyn would decline that because you're not going to get any better. The Suns aren't moving Booker. Apparently, they want Booker in the move. That's not happening. The Heat can't even move Bam Adebayo because of he has the same contract as Ben Simmons. So they can't even send him to Brooklyn. And it's just like of your few options remaining, the Brooklyn Nets should make a move to get rid of Kevin Durant at least
But why should they make a move? He has a 4-year contract. This is what we keep forgetting. He has a 4-year contract. If I'm the Nets, I'm doing the same BS too. I'm asking for your best player. If you're going to give me Jalen Brown, I want Marcus Smart too. I want all your draft picks. Like the Nets, there's a reason why they have this Stippian rule. I think that's what how it's pronounced, where a team can't trade for consecutive first-round picks.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Nets got fleeced all those years ago when they got Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett, and they gave their whole life savings of first round picks to the Boston Celtics, which is why they got Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown. So if I'm the Nets, I'm doing the same thing. Like, what is the rush to trade Kevin Durant? Who cares if he says he wants to leave?
The rush is the Kyrie Irving person, because I feel like with Kevin Durant, it almost always at least leads to a re-sign of Kyrie after this opt-in. Like I believe if Kevin Durant is here after this season, which at this point it looks like if they're sitting here declining trades and stuff like that, valid trades no less, then Kyrie Irving is going to want to stay with his best friend. And if Kyrie Irving proves that he can be on the basketball floor all year this year and he plays well, I'm sure the Brooklyn Nets will have no issue re-signing him as well. And then there comes even more possible issue with Kyrie Irving. So if you're trying to remove yourself from the Kyrie antics, Kevin Durant would be the first move, because Kyrie can't go anywhere. Nobody wants Kyrie Irving.
What Kevin Durant has proved that Kyrie or not, I don't want to be here. So Kyrie is not even the tipping point for Kevin Durant. So why do you want to move Kevin Durant? Okay, Kyrie can go after this year, but the thing is, with Kyrie and KD, there's still always a chance if they get the right role players. There's always a chance they probably could win a championship. So why would I move that? I don't. You want to know if the Brooklyn Nets got first round picks? They don't have any. Well, at least it's not in their control. It's in the control of the Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets are in control of all of their first round picks. So there's really no motivation to be bad, to trade Kevin Durant and be bad. Because if they are bad, if they happen to have a worse record than the Houston Rockets and get a higher first-round draft pick, the Houston Rockets can take those rights away because of the James Harden trade, where they traded all their first-round picks to the Houston Rockets. Well, they traded the rights, so they'll swap with the best picks. Whoever has the highest pick will go to the Houston Rockets. So there is no motivation for the Nets to be bad. They got no incentive at all. So I might as well just keep chugging along Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Who cares if they want to be there or not? If you want to look at the definition of what a hooper is, you're going to see Kevin Durant's picture. Kevin Durant is not going to be the player that will sit out and not play because he's unhappy. If there is anybody that won't sit out, it's Kevin Durant.
I understand Kevin Durant, and it goes, I guess, both ways when I say that, make the move for one of the, generation's best players, But it's not like they inherently get bad. For Jalen Brown, I mean, and if Kyrie's already opted in, then you have a squad. And then you add another player. You get either a starter in Derek White, because Derek White could start for Brooklyn. I doubt he would, but he could start.
He can't start for a good team. So if he's starting, most likely that team is not winning. He's a good sixth man, but he's not a starter for a winning team.
I wouldn't go that far.
The Spurs weren't winning when he was starting. They weren't.
Spurs weren't, but Boston was. But
he wasn't starting. He was getting minutes off the bench.
No, he started a handful of games after he had his kid.
With injury. But I mean, at the end of the day, that Celtics team was just stacked regardless.
But all right, so let's just agree on the bench, 6 man. That's perfect. All right, so you get Jalen, possibly another player. I'm not sure if you get Kevin Durant, you're willing to give up, maybe Peyton Pritchard, which I'm okay with, or Grant Williams off the bench as well. So you could potentially get another player as well. And then,
but if I'm the Nets, why would I accept that?
Because ultimately, oh damn, it is is Rado go out again? Oh, are you straight? You back?
Nah, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I was about to say, how is the stream still open if the host was gone?
Yeah, you good. I was doing something real quick.
Last time too, but I mean, I understand you have Kevin Durant. Why would you initially want to move that? Ultimately, at the moment, Kevin Durant would be the greatest option. But going down the future as Durant ages, Jalen's going to continue to get better. He's only 25, and then the picks become valuable. The picks could become valuable because you don't ultimately. Obviously, the Boston Celtics are going to play well in the next couple of shortcoming years. But you can get years in the future. Like we're talking 5 years, 7 years, possibly.
So Brad Stevens comes from the school of Danny Ainge. Do you think he's actually going to do that? He's actually going to give the Nets picks from the future outside of their timeline? No. This is Brad. He came from the school of Danny Ainge of finessing. He is not going to do that.
Now, I believe that he is willing to make that move for now because of a couple reasons. Al Horford's aging, and even though his contract's over this year, which a whole lot of money off the books, off the payroll, I think you want to you want to like have a real good chance with him because this entire lineup is cohesive. You got Jalen, obviously possibly not for Durant, but you got Tatum and Smart who've been together for years now. Smart's been on the team. You got the Brad Stevens going along with some of the players that already been on the squad. Like, Peyton's getting on his second year. Grant's on his third year. You have some cohesiveness all around throughout. Maybe you got some new additions in Brogdon and Gallinari. But with Durant, I honestly think that pushes Boston way over the line. I think that makes them the clear favorite over everybody. And a lot of people think they're the clear favorite right now. But I think with Durant, sans Jalen and sans Derek White, I think that's an automatic conference championship. And you're looking at a potential another finals run.
So we could take it back to when the Celtics had Gordon Hayward and Kyrie Irving, and the year when both of them got hurt. And it was a very young Jason Tatum, a young Jaylen Brown, whereas their two best players were Terry Rozier being the point guard. That team really overachieved, and that team got far in the playoffs. Of course, they didn't win because they didn't have enough talent back then, but they got far. Fast forward to the year after when they got Gordon Hayward back, even though coming from that horrific leg injury that time, and Kyrie Irving, they got them back, but somehow they were worse.
Mm-hmm.
That just proves that, like, just because you get a better player, get a star player, doesn't mean your team is going to improve. Like, who says a team is going to improve with Kevin Durant? How you know if Kevin Durant doesn't affect chemistry issues? How you know if the team doesn't just play better with Jaylen Brown being more of a two-way guy? So that's just what you got to factor in.
1,000. I think the focus would solely be on Tatum, though, because, yes, Kevin Durant is the face, and Tatum would be kind of a shadow of Kevin Durant slightly. But Celtics fans, 1,000%, and everybody that watches Celtics basketball is going to know that Tatum is still the face rather than Kevin Durant being that the face. So I think ultimately it was Kyrie's team coming in, and Kyrie's not a playmaker like, other guards like we've had in the past. Even Isaiah Thomas was averaging more assists. We brought Kemba in to get more assists as well. So you have players that Kyrie and Brad Stevens is not the right coach for a team that has stars like that. He's not the ego coach that I call him. He can't coach egos like Kyrie, and he just didn't work in Boston's, move the ball and find the best scorer rather than give it to the star at the end of the game, because we don't even do that now with Tatum or Jalen. It's literally, move the ball. Whoever gets open gets a shot. It's not hero ball with a lot of teams play, like especially the Brooklyn Nets. I understand Kevin Durant would be used to that, but I'm sure under Ime,
he played under the Golden State Warriors. He's used to playing more team ball. So, like, that's not what I'm worried about. It's just that still, like, I don't want to give up a young star. Even though Kevin Durant's one of the best players in the NBA, I don't want to give up a young star for someone who's 34 years old, and they were only 2 games away. With young guys like that, they're still not even in their prime yet. I think I made this point last week or even in a different podcast, but that Steph Curry won his first title, I believe, at 27 years old. LeBron won his first title at 27. Kevin Durant won his first title like at 28. Jason Tatum is 24. Jaylen Brown is 25. We're rushing just because we see. I think it's the problem because we've seen these guys in the playoffs for so many years. we forget how young they are in compared to like the other cornerstone franchise players that we're giving them a shorter timeline to win a championship just because we've seen them get so far at a young age that we just don't come to realize like they're not even at the age of those others guys I just mentioned when they won their first title. So these guys are still not entering their prime yet. So I don't want to just break that up just to get a 34-year-old player who he's still playing at a high level, but one thing you know what Father Time is, it could just take 1 year and then all of a sudden you're a completely different player. That happened to James Harden.
Yeah. Nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
What you about to say?
I don't believe Kevin Durant to be that guy that gets struck by Father Time, but I see the point. I see why there'd be hesitance to make a move like that from both sides, I guess you could
say. And speaking of y'all boy James Harden, what's going on with the 76ers? Did y'all see that they're under tampering investigations?
Yes, I did.
For who?
It says
PJ Tucker?
Yeah.
Man, if you're gonna be under tampering investigations, it better be for a better player than that. Like, I like TJ Tucker, but come on now.
Like, he's friends with Harden, and it's like, okay, he's going to a different team. He's definitely going to another contender. There's only a few teams that he could really go that you could name as contenders. So is it really tampering? And who the hell is going to want to pay, what is it, $12 million a year for PJ Tucker right now? I'm sorry.
Is that what it is right now?
Huh?
That's what he's getting paid right now?
What defines as tampering, though? So it's like, what? He can't be you can't hang out with them while they're a free agent or something? Like what defines as tampering?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, Jalen, he signed a 3-year, $33 million deal. Yeah, hey man, I'm with you, Shay. What is tampering? What counts as tampering?
I thought it was true.
Even the same thing with Jalen Brunson we were talking about last week. Like his agent's dad and also his ex-agent is the GM of the New York Knicks. His father is an assistant coach for the New York Knicks. So like, how do you avoid tampering in that situation? It's hard not to tamper.
That's what I was gonna say.
It sounds like recruiting, in my opinion. I don't know. I don't understand what goes down with these tampering rules. Right. They're also talking about I think they said the Daniel House signing as well is also part of the investigation.
Y'all gonna have tampering rules for a guy who's at the end of the bench? Oh my!
Rules is rules. Rules is rules. Yeah, what is tampering though, man?
If I'm tampering, it gotta be a legit guy. It can't be Daniel House now. If I'm gonna be caught tampering, it better be worth it. Not a guy who's gonna get like 10 minutes a game. I'm sorry. It gotta be worth it.
Now it's even funnier to your point. The top comment on Bleacher Report with the most likes, but they're ignoring the Knicks signed Brunson before free agency even started. It's good. That did happen like hours before the free agency even started.
But Knicks got fined for tampering though.
They did?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, how can you not tamper? Because Knicks got fined for it. At least from what I remember, Knicks got fined for that.
Yeah, man. I just
the NBA don't miss when it comes to these tampering rules.
Yeah, it's just so vague and it's such a gray area. Like I don't exactly know. What do you like? I don't know. That's a weird topic, man. And then like, what do you investigate? Like, are they tapping into people's phones, reading tweets, looking at, oh, they hung out together before free agency started. Maybe they talked about it at the club or something. Like, what are you exactly investigating?
What was Anthony Davis to the Lakers? Like that was foreshadowed. That was so
obvious.
Yeah. What was that? That was foreshadowed for like 2 years before it happened. What was that?
The bare definition for at least the law and sport as far as tampering goes, the person under contract to move without the knowledge or permission of the other contracting party. So it was literally last year, or not last year, but like during the season, apparently, like because he's under contract with another squad. That's where it becomes tampering. So like, I guess when they're a free agent, go ahead. So I guess the Jalen Brunson one doesn't count. Or did you say they got fined for that tampering though?
From what I remember, I believe they got fined for it because I remember putting that in a group chat and that they got fined. I'm gonna check the group chat again, but from what I remember, they got fined for that.
It says, yeah, they will be fined. On July 5th, it said it was a going to happen. It keeps saying likely to happen, going to happen,
Okay, it says yeah.
looms. So
You're right,
yeah,
Rico.
I
Knicks
guess
are
it's on the
expected
way.
to be penalized for tampering
Yeah,
regarding their sign, but I guess it never actually happened, Jack.
yeah, it's loading. But I don't know, like what I hate stuff like that too. There's a lot of stuff like that with legal stuff. Like, what takes so long? What are y'all waiting on? Like, is that just at the bottom of the pile of paperwork? Like, I never understand why things like that take so long. Why can't y'all just have a meeting tonight and make a decision on that? What is this, July 5th? Like, why has this still been pending since July 5th?
So I assume this happened during the Sixers Heat series when then Embiid tell Tucker to come to the team next year, and then Tucker said like, "I'll go there. Like, you got some Philly cheesesteaks, I'll go there.
Yeah, hey.
Hey, for all we know,
you got some new sneakers there, I'll come or something.
Yeah, for all we know, Harden and PJ
Little baby tickets, like send in the comments.
They were definitely playing that Philadelphia nightlife together. PJ Tucker and Harden, they definitely went out during the series for sure.
Oh yeah, I could definitely see that. Homeboys and everything, and in Philly. Oh yeah, definitely went out and discussed future plans. But no, man, I don't know, this tampering thing. First of all, how long it takes, and then what exactly. I mean, Jalen read the definition, but it's still such a gray area. What were you about to say? Oh, he went. Oh, he going back to the wings. Going back to the going back to the wings. But so I know you talked about it last week, but what would be your ideal trade for Kevin Durant that would be, fairly realistic? Like, who would you be willing to give up again?
Literally the offer, which is Jalen, Derek White, and 2 first-round picks max. That's max. And I feel like that is a very, very, very nice trade, because I think people are overvaluing players sometimes. Where Jalen is really good and he has the chance to be a bona fide number 2. I mean, he's already a really good number 2. There's no question about that. I just don't think he'll ever be a number 1. I don't think he has that. I don't think he has that pedigree. I don't think he has the talent to become a number 1. It's just there's something about his play, his on-court presence. It seems like he relies on having to step up when Tatum's not doing it, because there's plenty of opportunities where, Jalen, this could be your time to be like, you take over and stuff like that. And there's a good amount of times where he does. But you would think, as good as player that he is, that he would try to take advantage of every moment like that, but he just simply doesn't. There's just games where he'll have like a phenomenal first half, and the second half he drops 4 points. And I think he did exactly that in game 2 against the Bucks. He went off. I think he had 26 points in the first half. The first quarter, I think he had 20, and then he finished the game like 28 or 30. Now, granted, it was a blowout, but there were moments where it looked like the Bucks could make a comeback, and he's kind of just sitting in the back tentative, And
yeah,
as much as I don't like Tatum's play, he's aggressive. I'm going to get my shot. He's very little, especially in the fourth quarter. There's some instances in the finals where he was tentative, but for the most part, he like, if there comes an opportunity for me to take a shot, I'm taking it. And I think every number 1 has to have that mentality, and Jalen just doesn't have it. So I think it's realistic to only get a number 2, because what team is really trading a number 1, your best piece, for Kevin Durant? And even though it might be an upgrade, like, I think Kevin Durant would technically be an upgrade over Devin Booker, right? And technically be an upgrade over Tatum, but like, are you really gaining anything for the future? There's no real W there.
You better win right now. Yeah, you better win this year.
Exactly. I don't see why I don't see why any team would give up a number 1 for him. So it has to be a number 2, which Jalen is a very good number 2, one of the in the league, and another player, another rotational player, and Derek White, and then you got like I said earlier, the 2 first round picks max. No more than 2.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. What you about to say, Shay?
I just got to personally say, like, these wings are amazing. They call
What
me
kind-
Chef
Where'd
Shay
you-
RD for a
what-
reason.
Where'd you find the recipe?
Yeah.
Where I find the recipe, I mean, I just create things, you know. Just use my
What?
creativity. Just use
No,
my
it's not like
creativity.
you was just no way. He was in the kitchen just looking around like I'll add this. There had to be some type of
Honestly,
pre-planning.
that's literally what I did. Because I mean, I just got seasonings in the house. I ain't gonna buy extra. So like, yeah, I got barbecue sauce. I added that too. Like towards the end, put on the broil. Amazing.
I'm jealous.
You gonna bring them in the room so everybody can see? I'll make the screen bigger.
Hey, I got the picture. You want to see that? I can send the picture to you.
Then I'll pull it up. You send it.
All
I'll
right,
pull it up.
could give you the analysis. But for Jason Tatum, he just look. Rest in peace, Kobe and Jason Tatum. We know you love Kobe, but you ain't Kobe. Like you are 6'9" with a long wingspan, great drip, great ball handling skills, and a good scorer. Stop taking fadeaway shots with 3 people on you. Take it to the lane. You're a mismatch nightmare. Use it. If he does, he's a 38-game scorer. That's just the frustrating thing with him. Like I think we underrate guys who are the second best player on their teams a little bit too much. You need those number 2 guys. I do agree with you, Jalen. Jalen Brown is on number 1, but I think he could be the second best player on the championship team. And as long as Jason Tatum can be the best player on a championship team, then they're going to win a championship. But if he can't take up that role being the best player on the championship team, they're not winning.
I think he's already capable. The Celtics' last roster this past season was very stacked, and I guess you could say somewhat fortunate to avoid injuries, even though Robert Williams was, limping throughout the entire playoffs. I think, like with no question, the roster is better now. I mean, you had Malcolm Brogdon and Gallinari, and like I said, 2 players that are going to be touching the floor throughout the entire season in the playoffs as well. Like Malcolm Brogdon is going to possibly start, and Gallinari will see minutes with, as our team is kind of low on wings. We only have Tatum and Jalen. I mean, great duo, but, we don't have any bench wings. And those
I'm
are
about to say,
what?
Oh, no, I was about to say, like, we had the perfect segue. Speaking of wings.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually really
we had the perfect segue right there. It's like I just wanted Rico to pull up that picture immediately.
I got it right now. I was a little late, but I got it. Okay.
I don't know if my camera's a little bit fuzzy, but like as you see, it's like a garlic barbecue, got the Cajun seasoning on it, just had to put a little spices, some onion powder, some garlic, barbecue sauce.
These are
amazing. Huh?
They're baked?
Yeah, it's baked. It's baked. I don't want to fry it.
Where'd you get the wings?
Say again?
I'm saying, where'd you get the wings from? Like the actual
farmer's market.
Okay.
There's a farmer's market right by my apartment.
I gotta ask you guys this because I had a in-depth argument about what's the best.
It's aight. Y'all hating Joseph. It's aight. He's just mad because
that's your African brother too. That's your Nigerian brother.
Exactly. I bet you can't make jollof rice. I can't. Either, I mean, I bet you can't either.
Offensive. That's highly offensive.
But I got a question because in-depth argument with one of my friends the other day, saying he said that grilled chicken is the best way to cook chicken. And I lost it. I thought this man
in terms of health, but not in terms of taste.
Hey, thank you.
If he's talking about health, then I agree with him. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're talking strictly taste and it like enjoyable. It's just it was one of the worst takes I've ever heard in my life. This man said he sat there and said grilled chicken is the best way you cook chicken, and I lost it. Friendship was almost over right then and there.
I mean, I love my grilled chicken because I love my pastas. But nah, like standalone grill. I've never had standalone grilled chicken anywhere near what I've had from standalone wings and all kinds of other forms of chicken. Yeah, I don't see it. I love grilled chicken because I love Italian food, but like that, I don't see it even.
Yeah.
So what you're saying, Rich, this is not aesthetically pleasing. Like I could have made it a little bit more pleasing. I just wanted to take a quick picture just to take it. Like I could have made it aesthetically
Yeah, he could have had
pleasing.
the flower. I got basil in my backyard right now. We could have showed with the basil, with the cilantro, everything.
Actually, I did put parsley on it. You just can't really see it in the picture. I got
we got
parsley
the
flakes.
little leaf you can put on it and everything, and everything we got in the backyard. You would have been straight. My mom said challenge accepted. It was good, Argo. And I'll take the challenge. I would gladly take it. But
hey, Rich said he done better. I mean, I know your mom can cook better than me, Rico. There's no debate with that. But Rich said he done better. Like, okay, I want to see that.
I'm not even gonna join this because I can't cook nothing. So that's all y'all.
Yeah, boy.
That's all y'all, bro.
I'll burn the kitchen making a bowl of cereal. But yeah, I definitely I like the way they look. I think he did something there. I'm not a big fan of barbecue, but it definitely looks good for sure. But honestly, that's crazy. I missed National
barbecue.
Wings Day. How did I miss that?
I wanted to use something else. I just used what was ever in my fridge because I just didn't feel like paying for more sauces. So I was like, I had barbecue sauce. Let me just use it. I already paid for it. I wasn't using it for anything else. Sweet Baby Ray's. Let me just use it.
Oh, my mom said about making grilled chicken as good as wings. Hey, I'll take the challenge. I will definitely be the tester.
I could be the tester too. Just let me know. I could be the tester as well.
The man, Mrs. Jones said he killing the breakfast foods. So you happy you were cooking? Yeah, I am, man. Better than me.
Everything in all the breakfast foods are easy. Like you just throw them on the pan or something like that. It ain't nothing crazy. I can do that too, and I can't cook. So I don't know if that's an accomplishment. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hot take. Breakfast food is easy.
I mean, I feel like cooking is a little easy in a way. You just probably gotta just get off the stigma that cooking is hard. It's just the only reason I started cooking, as Rico knows, because I was his sweet mate. Like, remember, I don't know if you remember me seeing cook. Like, that's when I started cooking, like around that time. Like, because
that's the only time I did cook.
Yeah, exactly. You too. Like, I was tired of eating the school food or paying for it. Yeah. So I'm just like, hey, let me start cooking. I wanted to make my own chopped cheese. That one didn't came out good, but I mean, this was repetition. And now back in my own place, my mom ain't here, so got to start cooking again.
Man, my mom taught me how to make a baked ziti, and it would last me like 3-4 days. So that's all I really made. I would make baked ziti, or just put some pasta roni in a bowl of water in a microwave.
Speaking of pasta, I could tell you, I could show you what I made yesterday. That one looks a little bit more aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, you know you got my attention when it comes to pasta.
This man going crazy.
No. Like, honestly though, like, I'm developing a passion for cooking. Like, wow, it's almost like the level of sports. Like, I just take pride in doing this. I just wish I had the money to actually legit cook, but.
Hey, Joseph said he got a banging sweet and sour chicken recipe. I don't like Asian sauces, so I can't be the judge of that. He said instant ramen.
I think the first picture is more aesthetically pleasing. The first picture I sent you is more aesthetically pleasing.
But
you can make Raising Cane sauce.
Yeah, I don't know how boy, that man found the Krabby Patty formula somehow. He broke in to get that one.
And everybody basically in the chat in the East Coast or something like that, because where are they finding canes in the East Coast?
I don't know. Who said the canes? Who said canes?
I still never had it.
Kai Jones.
Oh yeah, he's in Texas.
He
also said I can make tacos. Yeah, he said I can make tacos, and he's in Texas, so that's kind of a cheat code.
I miss.
You can make tacos in Texas, that's you kind of have an advantage. You have a head start.
Joseph, you still ain't answered the question though. Do you make jollof rice? Still ain't answered that question.
Yeah. We got to have a Nigerian off. Okay, and this is the pasta. I would definitely try that. That's such a random noodle though, but I like the way it looks.
Yeah, okay. So you ever had vodka sauce, Rico?
I believe so. I think probably Cheesecake Factory. I think is where I had that.
They definitely have the Cheesecake.
Yeah, they definitely have that in Cheesecake Factory. And they also what inspired me to make this dish is that in St. John's University, in Marillac Hall, you know Marillac, Rico, they had this spot. They had this pasta spot. This pasta spot was actually pretty good. You get with your meal points. So you got to get pasta with you type in me always true chicken. You get marinara sauce, vodka sauce, and Alfredo. I'm always used to marinara, but I was like, no, well, let me try the vodka sauce. It quickly became my favorite meal. So because of that, I was just like, let me recreate the dish, but let me make it in my own image. Let me make it a little bit more premium. So got the vodka sauce from the farmer's market. Still had to add a little bit of my Cajun seasoning. As you see, that's the mushrooms in the picture. Had to get my chicken, and yeah. That's my, and it was quick. This one was quick to make. So this is something I just thought of, and yeah, it was quick to make, and it was very tasteful. Very tasteful.
I'll mess with it.
I'm still waiting for Joseph to reply about this jollof rice. That's sacrilegious. This is what Rich sent me with the pasta. This is what Rich said. Me personally, I don't like a bunch of water in my stuff. Like even when like ramen or anything with pasta, I like drain a lot of the liquid out. I'm a big that's why I barely eat soup unless I have to be sick to eat soup. I prefer like all the pasta and everything else in it, but like the water and the sauce, I don't like it when it's super when it's drowning in it, when it's swimming in it. But I love pasta, so hey, I'll try it. Yeah, Cheesecake Factory literally has everything, man. That menu is crazy.
I was just at that. Your mom's right. They got
crazy.
And it's the biggest menu for sure.
Man, I'm definitely gonna have a Cheesecake Factory in my permanent house when I'm done. I don't need like a huge house. I don't want no expensive cars, but I gotta have a Cheesecake Factory. Gotta have a bowling alley and a basketball court, and maybe some type of little go-kart thing, little circle that I could drive. That's what I want.
What do you mean by that? I gotta have a cheesecake.
Rich is hating.
Bro, I just gotta have a Cheesecake Factory. Like all the money people, if you to suddenly get a $50 million, I'm not getting a Lambo. I'm not getting none of them cars. I don't really care about cars like that. Honestly, I'll just keep my same car and just buy the newer version, my little Mazda. I don't really care. But I need special things like that. I need a Cheesecake Factory. I need my bowling alley for sure. He said, who doesn't love? Yeah, you gotta be a hater to hate Cheesecake Factory. You got at least one thing from there. There's no way you can go there and not at least one thing. I understand if it's not a preference, but to hate Cheesecake Factory is kind of crazy.
Considering they got everything on the menu, yeah, that's outrageous. Outrageous.
Oh yeah, my mom says she is about to start making the pastas from scratch because she had the ravioli maker and everything. So we're gonna start stuffing it. And yeah, I'm a big options guy. Golden Corral, you can literally take me to Golden Corral for my birthday before the pandemic. I'm big on options. Fill up my plate with 30 different things they can all touch, and I'll just mix it all together. So Cheesecake Factory, buffets, you got me.
You lost me. You lost me at the buffet, man. You lost me at the
No, I love buffets. I
haven't been the one since the pandemic.
I'm not a fan of Golden Corral, but I love buffets.
Man,
I love Chinese buffets. Golden Corral, though, is just the food to me just don't taste that good. So
after it was like an era, it was like a summer where we balled, and then we would be at Golden Corral for 5 hours. I would eat and be there long enough to get hungry again and eat again consistently. We did that several times. I'm in heaven at Golden Corral. I mean, again, pandemic, I'm scared to go back because it was already dirty and scary to begin with, but now with the pandemic, I'm super afraid. I may never go to Golden Corral again.
I'm saying,
I shed a tear every time I think of it.
And I felt like for me, it tastes like that food you get at school lunch. So that's why I liked that as a kid. Outside of that, I just didn't like it anymore.
Now I miss school lunch, the pizzas, the mashed potatoes, the chicken nuggets. I was racking up in school lunch because everybody hated their lunches. I would literally have 5 people worth of lunches every day because somebody didn't want something. They didn't want their fries. They didn't want their pizza. They didn't want their chocolate milk. Man, I had a whole buffet every lunch, and I would be so sleepy after lunch. I was dead after lunch for the rest of the school day because I was having Thanksgiving.
Were you going out of your way to ask people, yo, you gonna eat that?
Oh yeah, but I mean, it got to a point where people already knew, especially my friends and stuff. They knew, go ahead and just give it to Rico. I'm gonna say any place that needs a sneeze guard is disgusting, and also And on top of that, Golden Corral never doesn't smell like feet unless it just opened up within 3 months ago. It always smells like feet, like Chuck E. Cheese type of like bad carpet. Always. It always smells like that. That's one thing about Golden Corral. I just turn off my nose and then I'm in heaven. Like I said, you can literally before the pandemic take me to Golden Corral for my birthday and I'm happy.
This is why I just like Chinese buffets. They feel a little bit more premium, at least depending which Chinese buffet you go to. But that's why I mess with the Chinese buffets or Korean barbecues. Now that's an all-you-can-eat buffet that I mess with. Korean barbecue. They'll give you your uncooked meats, but you have like a little like barbecue grill like on your table. You cook it there, like you don't know what you're doing. They'll cook it for you. Korean barbecues, Jalen, if you've never been to Korean barbecue because you feel like buffets are unsanitary, I suggest you go to Korean barbecue. That is legit.
I'm not gonna lie.
Trust me. Thank me later, actually. That is legit.
I went to a Chinese buffet on Long Island 2 years ago and had the worst eating experience of my life. So I probably
the Chinese buffet and Korean barbecue are different. See, that's Korean, a Korean barbecue.
Yeah, that's different.
But
that's a Korean barbecue.
Just simply because it's a buffet, I don't think I'm ever touching a buffet again.
But you're not picking up the food yourself. The waiters and waitresses are serving the food to you. If you ask what meats that you want, they'll serve the food to you. And then you cook it on that grill that's right in the middle. And if it looks like you don't know what you're doing, they'll help you cook it. So it's just like a restaurant, but it's just you pay a flat fee and you get all your meats.
My area.
Oh, you live in Florida, right?
West Palm, yeah.
Oh, you're definitely gonna have a Korean barbecue in your area, like regardless. You have to in that area.
Somewhere. I think the best Chinese buffet I've ever had was in Spain. That was like the best tasting because usually they all kind of taste the same to an extent. I prefer the Japanese buffets if I can, or even Thai. But you know, the one I had in Spain was like really good. You went to Barbie when Bria was supposed to go away. We were laughing at the videos that were copies of 90s R&B. Wait, what? I had a terrible experience with sushi, and I'm scared to try sushi again. I think I had it once and was like never again.
Jay, you heard of Yami Korean and Japanese restaurant? Is that a chain or is that just over here?
Yami
or
like
or Hayashi Japanese restaurant? I don't know. It says they got Korean as well. I don't know.
Search all you can eat Korean barbecue and then you'll probably find it.
So Rico, you went to Korean barbecue and Bria was supposed to go away. We were laughing at the videos that were copies of 90s.
Well, hey, if you don't have one, if you ever come to this area, we gotta take you to Iron Age then. Got to.
There we go. That's the name of it. Iron Age. There we go.
What's that?
Oh yeah, I should have been more specific.
That's the Korean barbecue spot in the Georgia area. Well, the most popular one.
Y'all go ahead and keep talking because I'm muting my mic real quick.
All right. Was it in the heart of Atlanta?
Well, no, not really. Like Atlanta is so big, so it's kind of like it's in multiple areas. So there's one in Duluth, which is 30 minutes away from Atlanta. There's one in Kennesaw, which is also 30 minutes away from Atlanta from the west side. The one in Sandy Springs, but I don't think there's one directly in Atlanta. But it's like the most popular one. So like when you say Korean barbecue in Georgia, everybody thinks of Iron Age. Right now, that's my favorite restaurant. Like if you want to take me anywhere for my birthday or whatever, Iron Age is a place I want to go to. Like Korean barbecues, I love them. From the first time I went there, amazing.
Yeah, I'll do hibachi spots. I've been to, a couple hibachi spots. I like that, but I've never been to a Korean barbecue spot.
I'm big on hibachi. That's my favorite form of Asian food.
It's kind of similar. I need to go to an hibachi spot, like legit hibachi spot, like not like the ones where you're paying like $15 for hibachi. The ones you're paying like $30 and they like cook it right in front of you.
There's a $15 one. I thought there was only like Benihana and stuff like that. I didn't know there was more.
No, it's kind of like cheap hibachi food. No.
They said we got Kiku's, we got Benihanas, we got a few of them out. We got different chains. Wow. And just random low key spots too. Benihana's is pretty good too. It's so far away.
Look at all the meats they give you. You just cook it in a grill. They give you all these sides, all the sides you can ask for. Like you can get ramen noodles. It don't increase the price. It's all a flat fee. So Iron Age is at most like $30. So you can stay there as long as you want. Say it again.
I'm looking at the menu right now.
It's amazing. And the beef bulgogi, chef's kiss.
I don't even
Amazing.
know what you just said. I just heard beef, and then I don't know what it was came afterwards.
I didn't either. I just let it rock.
Just okay, just head nod and wave. Buffets is too much pressure. I don't like eating when I'm full, and I feel like I'm getting ripped off if I don't get to plates. What I literally don't eat like much food the day before, at the very least the night before. I know I'm going to Golden Corral, and again I go crazy, stay long enough to get hungry again, and then eat again.
Now you for
It's
real.
a buffet strategy.
Yeah, buffet. I don't. If I'm going to a buffet, I don't eat prior. I'm want to make sure I'm as hungry as can be.
No, that's okay.
And if I'm full, I'll take another plate.
That's okay, but preparing the day before is crazy.
Oh yeah,
I prepare the day before. I don't just on a whim go to Iron. Well, I did that one time with your friend Courtney, Rico. But I mean, I normally don't just go on a whim and go to Iron Age or go to a buffet. I plan the day before. I'm like, I'm not eating tomorrow. I'm only gonna drink water. That's it.
Yeah, I'm eating to survive the day before.
Buffets aren't inherently like too expensive. They gotta be like $20 entry, which if you're going to a restaurant, you're gonna be paying north of $20 per meal for sure. Like so,
Iron Age is 30.
Oh really? Oh Jesus.
Yeah, but it's a good. But I mean, it's fancy.
It's like a
food.
premium, clean buffet.
Yeah.
It's not like where people are picking that food and everything.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot about that because I retired. It's a long story to why I stopped taking cookies from Golden Corral. But I did used to go crazy. I did used to take like 30 because I was the type of person I would ask. I'm like, "There's no cookies here. Can we get some more cookies?" And then they pull out the fresh ones, and I take all 30 and then go home and be eating on them for like the next week.
I remember you.
I forgot I used to do that. Yeah, I forgot I used to do that. I retired that so long ago, even way before the pandemic. I started doing it. It's a super long story, but yeah, I used to go crazy, man. I'd be there for like 6 hours, eat, get hungry again, eat, go crazy again, and then take like 30 cookies home.
Wait, are we gonna ignore the fact that this man just said Ric Flair's last wrestling match is today? What does that even mean?
Yeah. I didn't know. Yeah, he has a pay-per-view, so like I didn't know it was today. I thought it was Saturday for some reason. But
what?
Yeah, he has a last wrestling match. It's like a pay-per-view show, like a whole full card and everything. I think it's going on in. Correct me if I'm wrong, Joseph. North Carolina, like where he's from, or somewhere else. But the card looks amazing. I don't care about his actual last match because Ric Flair's like 72 years old, but that whole that match card before that looks amazing. Oh. I don't know if you can pull this up, Rico, but there was even like a little video with Ric Flair of him getting beat up by the wrestlers he was facing, bloodied and everything in the parking lot. The wrestlers he's facing is Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. So he was getting beat up in the parking lot. You see blood and everything. Just search like Ric Flair beat up Jay Lethal and see if
First of all, I'm scared to do that because that's my dog. Since he's a heavy Georgia Bulldog fan. I don't know. Yeah, I literally typed in Ric Flair Georgia just in case. I wasn't about to pull up just him wrestling. We gonna pull up Georgia. I don't know, man. I don't want to see my dog go out like that because that's my boy, man.
He's winning the match. I mean, he's gonna win the match regardless. I don't want to watch it, but he's gonna win the match. I don't want to see a 72-year-old man wrestle. He could barely even walk.
So the parking lot thing is like for promo or something.
Yeah, it's like a stage promo, like a stage just to hype up the match. And Ric Flair loves to bleed, so like any chance he can get to bleed, he will do it.
Such a wild statement.
Wrestlers are crazy.
I found a picture. I found like a picture. But it's difficult to find a. Wait, where'd it go? Wait, what? My computer just spazzed. Oh yeah, they don't like that picture. I've never seen my computer do that. All right, that picture's dead. We're gonna move on.
Oh yeah, King Saw, Shawn Michaels. The thing with wrestlers is they never retire. Whenever they say it's their last match, that's it. But whenever they say it's their last match, it's never their last match. That should have been his last match. Shawn Michaels should have retired him, but nah.
Do you guys watch?
They just can't stop wrestling.
You guys watch MMA at all? Like UFC?
MMA? Don't watch it that much. I feel like I would be interested in it, but I don't watch it that much.
It is hella good, man. Every Saturday you got something crazy. I'm not a huge boxing guy, so like I think the UFC is a huge it's a lot more entertaining than just straight up boxing, honestly.
See, I like boxing, but it's just more that like the high profile fights is always on the pay-per-view, so I just never really like watch it like that.
And that's the beauty of the UFC.
We got them websites.
A lot of them, there's fight nights that are free every other week.
I've seen I've seen some like pre-tape fight nights. They do look interesting. I gotta check it out. But so what about like, I know Conor McGregor's not like the top guy anymore, but like the top stars, like a Nate Diaz, if he's still like one of the top guys, or the style bender is Israel Adesanya.
Yeah,
they're not gonna be free though. So like that's just the thing. Like I want to see guys like that.
Everything's
on TV.
Free. Well, everything's free.
I mean, you can watch LeBron James play with the Lakers right on TV. Like, why do I have to pay a pay-per-view like to watch Israel Adesanya?
Hey, Rico ain't wrong. Everything's free for sure. But,
everything's free.
Yeah. I get you. I know how to watch things for free, but without a virus.
But that's
preferably.
not 100% true though, because a lot of the fight nights and stuff like that, they still have premier fighters. Like they still have championship fights and stuff like that. So you're gonna see, obviously not the Connors and like you said, the style bender, but you're gonna see championship fights. So they're high level fights. You might not have the personality like the Connor and stuff like that, but you'll have people that can throw down in the ring, in the octagon, excuse me. So yeah, they're those things go crazy.
And just to let you know, your boy Joseph did say he can make jollof rice. There you go. Have you caught up on Atlanta? You got to watch the recent episode of Atlanta because they designated.
But I just never made it, so that means
that sentence did confuse me a little bit. But you got to catch up on Atlanta because that recent season they had a whole episode like dedicated to it. Like it's like a Nigerian episode. There's a lot of insiders.
That. I still never watched one episode. I need to check it out.
Bro, season 3 of Atlanta is one of the best things I watched this year. Like that and The Boys were the two best non-anime things I've watched this year easily.
At the barbershop, they were talking about The Boys. I guess I need to check that out too.
Boys is different.
Talking about that,
bro. It is different.
And what platform is it on again?
Amazon, right?
Amazon technically, but everything is free.
I gotta get mine.
Everything is free. Nah, but Atlanta is ridiculously creative, and The Boys is just really good. Like Donald Glover, he's a tryhard with everything he does. So it's like super psychological. You got to be a genius. You got to also be from Atlanta to get every reference. You got to be Nigerian to get a lot of references. It's one of those things. No one person gets everything. You got to have Twitter up. Yeah, you gotta have Twitter up to get everything that's going on. You're not gonna. It's one of those shows that I could definitely see an English professor like have their students write an essay on for every episode type of thing. It's like really creative and thought-provoking and well-written, planned out, and it's funny, of course, too. But it's just like you can see somebody developing a whole course around just a lot of the topics and archetypes and all that type of stuff from those episodes. And then The Boys is just really good. I think it's the best. It's that and the cartoon one that came out like last year. Those are the two best representations of superheroes I've ever seen. Because it's like realistic. It's realistic superheroes. They are not super. They're just guys with powers. They're normal humans with powers, so they're emotional. They're evil.
Aren't they like celebrities?
Isn't it like a comedic show?
Yes. Yeah, it's funny, but it's way deeper than funny. And it's also like it's like actual comics. So like there's like a real lore behind it. Like if you're really into comics, Invincible. Thank you, Miss Jones. Invincible is really good, but The Boys is ridiculous. Like it's The Boys is ridiculous. Y'all got it. Y'all don't have nothing to watch.
Aren't you like 20% Nigerian or something?
Yes, sir. 26%. Yes, sir. 26% Nigerian. Let me go pull it up. Hold on. Let me go pull up my thing so we can run down this list real quick.
What,
26? You say what?
What, Ancestry.com or something?
You're like a quarter brother to me. You're like a quarter brother. Quarter brother.
Yes, sir. Hold on, let me get it. Hold on, I'm gonna get it. We got to get it.
Hey, Joseph, he's family. He's Rico's family.
I was gonna say,
this is the big announcement.
I was gonna say, is this some type of Nigerian part that I'm not aware of? Or is this on your mom's side?
I don't know. See, now I need one of y'all to get the Ancestry, so I can know where it's coming from.
You might be about clean 17%. Who knows?
The Boys is hella crazy this season. He said, Rico, you sound. Wait, what I do? I felt he said I felt the connection. So he knew before I knew. Where is it, bro? Hold on. My profile. Where is it? Hold on. I can tell y'all right now. We about to run down. All right. So 26% Nigerian, 21% Cameroonian, Congo, and Western Bantu, 11% Mali, 11% England, 9% Ivory Coast, 8% Benin and Togo. The 8% Sweden is clearly that you got that, Jalen, because I got the red hair, and that's definitely because of dad.
Yeah.
2% Senegal, Southern Bantu, 1%, 1% Southern Philippines, 1% Norway, and 1% Scotland. And that's where the red hair comes from.
Where did Norway come from?
Wait, you said 3% Sweden?
Like it was like 10% Sweden, 1% Scottish.
10%.
Where did Norway come from?
They just threw one more. It was like he got a little bit something white else in there. We just gonna throw Norway in there. I don't know. Yeah, that Scotland is definitely you over there, Jalen. You definitely with that Scotland. Because my mom did it too. She had no Scotland. And again, dad has red hair. So I just, even before we took the test, I already knew there was some percentage of that in there.
That's crazy. Wow.
He said 100% indigenous over here. Yeah, that is crazy. Seyi, full-blown Nigerian. Not a bunch of mixes of anything.
I can't even get surprised when I take a test like that. There's not going to be any surprise.
It's just going to say 99.99% Nigerian. Why did you even do this? It's just going to say, why did you even pay us? Why did you pay us to tell you this?
You just wasted your money.
You going to get your results in a day. It took us like a couple of weeks, like a month. You was going to come back the day you send it. But yeah, that
wow.
But yeah, man, 26% Nigerian. 1% Filipino. I'm gonna stretch that though. You say, wait, what?
I didn't think I was gonna learn about myself today. That's crazy.
There you go. There you go. I mean, you should have, because my mom is 23% and I'm 26%. So you got some Nigerian. It's somewhere in there.
You got that 3% difference or something.
Yeah, a little bit something. And I don't know exactly if that's how DNA math works, but yeah, it's at minimum 3%.
Copy.
He said, bringing me back to Uncle Ruckus results. Yeah, I think I encourage everybody to do it because I'm really happy that I did it. I'm glad that I know.
And you did.
I was always wondering. You say what?
I said you did it on Ancestry.com.
Yeah, it's like, Ma, didn't you? I think my mom ordered it from Amazon. My mom ordered it from Amazon, and then you just do the test. You gotta like spit in like a tube and then send it. Like you send it through UPS or whatever. It's free once you pay for it. It's free to ship it. It comes like in a box that literally has like the code and scan on it, and you just take it to UPS. And and then it took me like a couple of 2-3 weeks, I think. They said it should take up to like 3-4 months, but it didn't take that long.
Yeah, my mom did it, and she we went I know I did, but we went our entire lives thinking we were Mexican. She's like Portuguese, rather, like, and they're just in Mexico. So
really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't. That is crazy. See, I learned something too.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we're still Native American, but
yeah, of course, yeah.
We thought we were Mexican, but nah.
Yeah, if you were straight Portuguese, you would look like Ric Flair. Like they speak a different language, but they're white, just like Spain. They're white. They just speak Spanish.
So what if I take this and I find out I'm mostly Cameroonian and not Nigerian?
Oh, you got to fight your parents. Now y'all lied. Y'all lied.
Just capping about everything. That's crazy.
What's the beef is between y'all and who else about the jollof rice? Who makes the better jollof rice?
It's every African country. They'll say, like, it's Ghana, but it's every African country.
Hey man, if you come back Ghana, your parents might hate you. I ain't gonna
Probably. I mean, I got a Cameroonian cousin, so like it ain't far-fetched to say like I probably got some Cameroonian in me. I don't know.
You might have more than me. I think I had 21%. You might be.
No, I probably have like 12% or something, 9%, 81% Nigerian or something like that. 99.9% Nigerian, 0.01% Cameroonian.
Bro, because they have a pie chart. And so like your pie chart is gonna look crazy. Like I forgot.
I don't want to pay for it because I feel like it'd be a waste of money, but just for curiosity, what does it say about me for someone who knows their ancestry? Like, What does
I'm
it say
curious
about
'cause
me? Like,
I want to see how accurate it is based off of you. Like I would use you as a reference on like, oh yeah, this is really accurate. But then again, it matched me up with a lot of relatives that I wasn't even aware of. Like I didn't even know they existed, but we have like the same last names. And my mom looked at it and was like, oh yeah, that's your cousin from this side
Ron
and stuff like
Harper?
that. So it's real.
Was is this the one? Oh, shit. Dropped everything. Dropped everything.
Trip, boy.
Is this the one?
Ma, is that it? Hold on, let me make it bigger.
Yeah.
That looks like the box. I think that was the box. I think it was on sale for $50, like my mom said when she did it. But
Yeah, I see it on
think
Amazon as
that was the
well.
oh my
box.
goodness.
Maybe
It's a good thing about knowing my ancestry. I don't have to pay that. My
I'm about to get the one for my fluffies. You know, my 2 dogs are mystery mutts, premium
Wait, you
blends.
can do it for
Oh,
dogs
both
too?
of them are mystery?
Bruh, like we can. Where they at? Hold on, I could just pull up a picture of them and
You
you
can
tell me
legit
what
do it
they
for
are.
dogs?
Yeah, yeah, you can do it for dogs. Because I'm curious. I don't know what they are. I don't know what's going on with these two.
Yeah, I did mine, and
Your dog is 17% Russian.
yeah, I got a.
Why country? Why not a breed? Why a country? Why they gotta be Russian? what was that for? What do we do to deserve that? But yeah, I put it on my Christmas list. And eventually maybe I'll just buy it for myself if I just
Got it.
have any extra money for any reason. But let me try to find a picture of Brody and Aja together. I know I definitely have one. And you tell me what they are. You let me know where we at. That's Brody under the covers. Yeah, Brody got a lot of just under the covers pictures. He be
I
chilling.
mean, that's a great question, Joseph. Like, what do you do to get like their DNA? Do you swab their nose? Something?
I don't know, but
No, we spit in the tube.
But for the dogs.
yeah, he's talking about the dogs.
Oh, I don't know. I hope they ain't got to spit in the tube. I don't know how we gonna get that mission done. I don't know.
Man
How,
said it
I
so
have no idea.
emphatically. We spit in
You
the
gotta
tube.
get a sample of their dog poop or something. Like, what do you do?
I did say it excited.
I
don't
think
know.
it is
Hopefully,
I think it is like a sample like that because I took him to the vet one time, my dog, and with like a week or two, I got his results back. So like I think
what is he?
he's 75% Siberian Husky and 25% Alaskan Malamute. So he's like, it makes
Two
sense because
different
like
huskies.
he's slightly bigger than a Husky. Like he weighs 70 instead of like a 50, 60 range. And then
That's
he's
significant big. That's
yeah,
that's
and he has like a
Brody.
shorter coat. He has
That's
a shorter
Husky
coat
plus
with,
Brody.
what'd you say?
I said that's a Husky plus Brody. That's Brody about 20.
Oh yeah.
It's a
He's
whole
a
dog
big dude.
difference. Trying to find a good picture. I'm finding pictures of them together, but I'm trying to find a good one. Well, you know what? We'll just go ahead and take this Brody one. That's hilarious.
Kai Jones says he won't be paying $100 to know his ancestry, but who knows? You might be related to Mac Jones if you find that out.
Why would you want that?
What?
So-
Mediocrity. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Who wouldn't
you want to
want
be
that?
related to average.
Average.
Who wouldn't want
related to
that?
average?
Who wouldn't want to be related to Mac Jones? So like for that reason, you who
I hate
knows?
him,
Who
man.
knows? Probably way back then, those Joneses and your Joneses were probably like mixed together. So who knows? That might be your long distant cousin right
I was
there,
gonna say,
Mac
considering
Jones.
he's African, I don't know if he wants to be related to Mac Jones, bro.
Yeah, I don't even know how that works.
You know what I meant by mixed together. I didn't want to say it, but you know what I meant.
All right, so that's Brody. I mean, if you could just tell me what that is, because it's at least 3 different things, maybe more than that. If you could tell me what Brody is, Jalen, you see it on the screen.
I see it. I'm saying,
You can.
That's the most
I've heard
focused pic I've seen
Lab.
of Brody ever.
I've heard Lab. I've heard Corgi because he does have short legs. I've heard Terrier / Pit Bull because when you look at a Lab, Brody does have a bigger, more pit bullish mouth than a regular Lab. So I don't know. Y'all tell me, and then we about to pull up Aja soon.
I went in this thinking I was gonna be able to help you. I got nothing, bro. I got nothing.
He said I got nothing. Oh, then that picture of Aja, you kind of hate it. I mean, Aja's cute, but I prefer a different picture for Aja on that one. Why does she look like that? Oh, okay, I'll do this one. them together on the stairs, but more so focused on Aja. And apparently Aja is mixed with a little bit of husky as well. But when you see how small she is, there's definitely something else involved. They said Yorkie, but I'm still not understanding how Yorkie and husky can even mate. I don't know. I don't know how that works, but yeah, that's Aja at the top.
I don't know how that works.
I don't know how you get a Yorkie and a husky to even make sense. The husky has to be the mom. There's no way the mom was the Yorkie.
How old is she?
Slightly younger. Brody's like 4 or 5. I think she's almost 2. She's about to almost be 2. I got her when she was like 3 months. It was right after the Giants game 2020. I think it was 2020. After the Giants game in 2020. That's when my friend Tyreek, he got the brother. It was like a 2-hour drive away too. He went and got the brother, and then I took the sister.
This man bookmarked it by a Giants and Commander game.
I remember that, man. My memory's terrible, but I remember getting Aja. She was so little.
I'm not that experienced with dogs, so since Tyreek got the brother, you got the sister. If Aja was to go see her brother, would she recognize that's her brother?
And we did that soon afterwards. Like, I think it was like October when we got Aja. By like November, December, Tyreek came over and Aja hated her brother like she never met him before.
Damn.
It was bad.
That's
sad.
Yeah,
nah.
It's
not just pick up right where they left off.
You just separate their family. Now they don't know each other. Like, that's
I mean, they can meet up again. It took like 10 minutes for her to trust him. And then after she did, she rocked with him. I don't know if that meant she remembered him. But after a while, she was cool with him. But they haven't seen each other since. It's been like a couple of years since they've seen each other. So I don't know. He said, "Yep."
So they were like twins.
Like 6, 7. He looks kind of different. He's bigger. I mean, boys are naturally bigger, but I don't know. Like, he has the blue eyes. Aja doesn't have the blue eyes, so it's like weird. They took different traits, and that's why I think it's going to be impossible to find Brody's brothers and sisters. First of all, because he was a stray. Aja we got from Tyreek's friend. Brody was literally like, they told me he was just found in the woods one day, and that's why he got separation anxiety. That's why he's always laying on me and sleeps in my bed and stuff like that. But like, even just, he's mixed with so many things. His brothers and sisters probably look completely different. One's probably a darker coat. One probably has 2 normal ears instead of 1 each. One probably has long legs. Who knows? Because again, Aja's brother looks different than her, so I have no idea. I don't think I'm ever gonna find. Oh yeah, and that's Fluffy Aja too. My mom said.
What do you mean by that? Like, you're gonna be able to trace their like?
I hope it's like the DNA thing with me, where it's like 23% this, 20% that. I don't really care about finding their parents or nothing.
Oh, okay. It's like that. I thought you meant like you're gonna be able to find their,
Oh nah, that would be cool, but I don't really care like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I would meet up with them anyway.
The mother's the owner of that mother is a billionaire or something. Who knows?
Hey,
they've been looking to find that dog's daughter.
Hey, and I'll tell Brody to do a high five, and hopefully we can get paid from it. But yeah, man, I don't know what Brody is. Aja looks different from Aja. Yeah, Aja's completely different with fur than when she doesn't have fur. Let's see if I can. My mom just sent me a big furry picture of Aja. It's crazy how different she looks. It's actually like really alarming how, like, it literally looks like a whole completely different dog when she's just a big fluff ball, because her hair just never stops growing. Brody's hair looks like that all the time. When I take them to go get groomed, Brody just gets a bath. But Aja, she actually has to like get cut and like for real groomed and shaved and stuff like that. But when we let it go, she looks terrible. Matter of fact, my mom sent me a picture of what I'm talking about. She looks crazy. First of all, she looks bigger, and she looks more like a husky though that way too. Let me see. Hold on. Let me pull up this picture, and then we can move on from the. Or Jalen, if you have a picture of your Fluffy that you could send, so I can pull them up so we can all see them, and then we'll probably go ahead and move away from Fluffies. But yeah, man, I'm part of the Nigerian people. My people, Brody. What do you want? I said your name, and now you need attention. Let me see how long. All right, so here's Fluffy Aja. This is when she looks. You say what? Accept it. Where did? Oh, okay. Accept. Save the downloads. Thank you, Ma. Did it save? Where'd it go? I said save the down. Oh, there it goes. All right, I need to. And this is why Macs are amazing because I can just convert images from HEICs to JPEGs or the PDF, whatever I want to convert it to, just by right clicking on it and selecting it. That man, Max, y'all got to get y'all yourself one if y'all can.
I know. I just refixed mine, and I just found and like the oldest picture I have of Orion, but like before I even got him, and I got him when he was like 10 weeks old. So I'm pulling that up right now too. But it was like super small dog.
I'm gonna pull it up. And then these are two completely different dogs. It's like when I first took Audrey to get groomed, because I had her for like almost a year before we took her to get groomed the first time. And so this is what she looked like, and that's what I got used to her looking like. And then when I got her back and she looked like that, I wasn't sure if it was my dog. I was actually a little upset. I mean, I prefer her to look like that, but I couldn't confirm that
like
was
how
her or
dude
not.
come out the barbershop. That's how we be looking.
Hey, yes, sir.
Yeah, this is a completely different dog, and she was so hot too. That's one of the main reasons I take her to get groomed, because she won't lay in the room with me and Brody. Like right now, if she was this furry right now, she wouldn't be in the room. She'd be out in like living room somewhere on the hardwood floor. But now she actually chills with us since she's been like this, because she used to be super hot in the house, out the house, just struggling. Yeah, that's the same dog. That's the same dog. But yeah, man, I'm partying, got my results. Yeah, Seyi, I'm really interested in seeing what your pie chart looks like, because there's a pie chart. And so let me see which
one's gonna have to pay for it, because I'm not going to. I'm interested, but not enough to pay for it, because I feel like I'll just be wasting my money. There's no intrigue for me.
But there's even like a map. Hold on. There's even like a map that shows you like the countries you're from and stuff. It's actually really cool.
Yeah, I'm probably definitely gonna do that.
These are the places that my people have traveled, I guess. And this is the pie chart. So Seyi's will basically just be a big teal taking up the majority of the pie chart all the way around. Both parents just taking.
Am I tripping, or is that an Asian country highlighted?
Yeah, I got the Southern Philippines.
What?
Bro, I don't know.
I didn't hear that part.
I don't know. Missy Jones said they
just like
stole my
Jalen
dog.
Green and Jordan Clarkson.
Oh, they are. I forgot about that. Jalen Green, I can kind of see it more than Jordan Clarkson. I can kind of see it with
the
Jordan
hair
Clarkson,
just gives it away. Like he's dark as me, but that hair just gives it away.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Jalen sent it. Let me. Oh, nah. This is like literally the logo of Huskies. He's so adorable. Hold on.
The logo.
Literally like if you just Google image search Husky, even though I can kind of see where it's like Malamute and Husky. Yeah. But still, that's like literally the logo. Let's just see. She was dog nap. Let me see. Convert HEIC to JPEG. Well, I'm telling y'all, bro, Max. iPhones, but
Which
Max.
One you got?
The XS Max.
I don't even.
What are you talking about,
Mac.
I think 2017.
Oh, okay. What was the XS? What is that? What are you talking about?
My phone. I got the iPhone.
Transformer names.
Oh, yeah.
It do kind of sound like a car a little bit too. The XS Max, the Chevrolet XS Max or whatever.
Oh, that's the large, like the giant 10 phone, right? The large iPhone 10.
Yeah, it is really big. Yeah.
Okay.
But
I don't even know how you do it, man. Like, I like not the smallest one, but I guess the medium one. Like that's the one I do, because the giant one is huge. I don't know how y'all do that.
It feels weird in the pocket. I don't know. I like it for watching stuff.
I got big fingers, so like I can't do smaller phones. I have to have big phones, because texting is so hard, like on a smaller phone. So I gotta have big phones.
But nah, this is literally like Google image search. What you about to say?
No, I was just saying it's like you gotta like zoom in and then like just tap with one finger on a smaller phone. So Have to have a
no,
big
there's
phone.
no way. I can never go back. I had one of my iPods in my hand like a few weeks ago cleaning up my room. I was like, there's no way. There was no way I was typing on this with a thumb. There was no way I was using a thumb. It was so little. It was awful. I was
anti iPhone everything.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, so it's my Android
you sound like
phone.
everybody else in my life.
OnePlus 9 Pro.
I don't have too many.
Speaking of,
Rico might be one of the only few family members that I have that actually have an iPhone. Like everybody
really,
is
that's
like, yo, Samsung.
crazy.
Yeah, Zuri,
I can count on my
Smart
hand
people.
how many people I know, family and friends that don't have iPhone. All of my group chats are straight iPhone, like 20 deep.
Nah, man, green bubble, bro. Green bubble.
Oh, no.
All day.
Oh, no. And when you send attachments, they be all little. They be super little and blurry when you open it.
Absolutely blurry. My favorite thing is when somebody tries to interact with the text and likes it.
Yeah,
and it's
like.
I liked by it's like
Someone likes this
like,
message.
and then the whole
Loves
message
this
again.
message.
Yeah, okay.
It is terrible.
No,
bro.
that'll be hella convenient though if they had that on Android. So I don't have to just keep responding. I'll just like it, and it's like, okay, that means I acknowledge it. I don't need to respond. Let
y'all
me be
just
out
have to do
somewhere.
a thumbs up, I guess. And what's good, World Combat Sports? Appreciate you pulling up. Bro, it looks sort of like a Basenji. Wait, what is a Basenji? I don't even know. Is that an anime?
Oh, that's like the African dog, I think. I've seen.
Oh, I can kind of see it. Brody,
I think
does
it's the
look
dog
like
that
he
like
might have a
that barks like hella lot. Like there's no dog that barks more than
Brody does kind of have the head of.
So Brody could be Russian. There's an African dog. There could be a Russian dog.
Why are we
17%
focusing
Russian.
on the country instead of the breed? Like why is Brody?
I mean, you just said African dog, 17% Russian. That could be Brody.
And they hated on Brody too, because when I got him, his name was Sergeant. That's the name they gave him.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I was like, nah,
Russian. Definitely Russian.
We can't.
Could be German.
Do this.
Who knows? Definitely.
We can't. They did my boy dirty, man. If you call Sergeant out right now, he won't answer. He probably know what he's talking about. He like, man, you trying me.
Definitely like
I'm not answering to that.
17% Russian, like 14% German.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Sergeant is like god awful. that is so bad.
He said that's why we separate folks out. We have an iPhone group, then another for the rest. Yeah, you got to do that. Yeah, we have to have strictly iPhone groups, and then we'll have a couple of groups where we include the others. But I don't even love iPhones like that.
That's why I miss a basketball runs. I'm not part of the iPhone group.
Oh yeah, I gotta text them separately. Yeah, that's a good point. I'll be having to text Seyi separately. Like, you want to pull up?
Yeah, your mom said, "Does my dog?"
I miss like whole months of not playing basketball with y'all just because I'm not part of that group.
But yeah, your mom asked if my dog fusses. He howls any chance he gets. So if he wants food, go outside, some water. It's in your face. Like, right, I don't even know if y'all heard it like maybe 10 minutes ago. He's downstairs and I have a gate, so he can't come up because there's carpet up here, and I don't want him just like tearing up the carpet or whatever. So he's downstairs and he's just hitting the howl like a second ago, and I'm just like, he got it, man. He's just chilling down there.
You're probably the type of person too that says your dog doesn't bite, and then all of a sudden when it meets a stranger, just straight up attacks them.
Oh he is the most innocent dog. Like, he's actually.
That's what they all say.
Yeah, right.
They all say.
I take him to the dog park, and like he goes under the smaller dogs, because a lot of times he's the biggest dog at the park, and all the smaller dogs, he's like trying to lay under them or whatever. He's weird. He don't know. Like, he's like the most submissive dog I've ever seen. And he's a male too. I don't know he's just tripping. He's crazy.
Well, Aja doesn't howl, but she like talks. It's a like a trying to talk. It's not a full blown.
Yeah.
But it's a and she mostly fusses at my mom. She was actually just doing it a few minutes ago. And yeah, I got the videos, but when we do things through StreamYard, and now here she comes because I was making howling noises. But she it won't play the volume through it, so you'll just see Aja just moving forward and bucking at you, but we won't be able to hear it. But yeah, it's like a type of thing. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't know I was speaking y'all language. Y'all got it. I don't know what I said in dog language, but they not feeling it. I don't know what I said. Maybe I cussed them out, but both of them are on my head right now. But now this is literally like the logo of Huskies. It literally just looks like when you Google image them.
Looks like that the Connecticut Husky for real. Real looks like the
Oh
actual real life
the
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny, but yeah, that's dope.
Joseph,
yeah,
that comment
Seyi.
escalated real quick, but rest in peace, Major.
Yeah, sir. Rest in peace, my boy Major. But Shay, bro, you got it. Come on, bro. We gotta
Who's paying for this for me though? Like I can't. Who's paying for this? I ain't paying no $100 just to know what I already know. Who's paying for this?
Brody, what do you want? What do y'all want? Go bug my mom. Go to Nini. Go bug my mom. Go bug my mom. But come on, bro. Hey, man, you got to find a way. We got to start a GoFundMe to find out what Seyi really is, bro.
GoFundMe to find out the nationality that I already know, please.
No, because it's going to be so random.
Description.
You're going to be 30% Mongolian for no reason.
Wow.
It's not like I can't pay for this. I'll put this in the description. It's not like I can't pay for this. It's just that I don't feel the use to pay for this, given that my name is Nigerian. I clearly know where I'm from. I'm first generation American, but I've been told that I should take it. Since I don't find a value to pay for it, maybe you guys would. So here's this GoFundMe if you find a value for me to find out the nationality that I already know.
I feel that.
Speaking of your your name and everything, I don't think I've heard you say your full name out loud since like I first met you.
SeyiOmonira.
Boy, you sprinted through that.
Is that one
that.
name or is that your full name?
That's
2.
3 names.
Okay.
3.
Yeah.
Wait, do it again.
SeyiOmonira. Alua SeyiOmonira if you want to know the full name. So yeah.
Yeah, the full. Wait, so go start over the full one. The shoe what?
Alua SeyiOmonira. That's it.
God dang, I know it's your name, so of course you should be able to sprint through it. But that's fine. That's really fine. I like it.
That's
that
one long
crazy.
Word.
It does sound
most
like
Nigerian
one long
name,
word.
but the most Americanized person.
It did sound like your lips was dribbling, like you dribbled your lips. But that's dope, though. I know Joseph. Is your name more extended than what we see on your YouTube? Your Nigerians always have Mu. Wait, what's Mu? No, see, that's why you 30% Mongolian.
That sounds like a typo.
You don't have Mu.
You don't have Mu. You got 30% Mongolian in there somewhere. You messed up somewhere. You don't know about Mu, Seyi? Come on, I know about Mu. I'm 26%. We all know about Mu.
See, that was a typo. It said more than 2 names. That was a typo.
You don't know about Mu, Seyi? Come on now.
Well, technically, I don't have more than 2 names. It's just that I have a half name and I have a full name. And the full name I only knew when I was 11 years old. So I didn't know what my full name was until I was 11. But Evo's, which Joseph is, he has two names. He has a name he goes by for people who can't pronounce Nigerian names, Americans. And then the name he goes by in his house.
That's crazy.
I only know that because I have friends that are Evo, so I know.
That's fine. That's
so
really
he's not
cool,
actually
though.
Joseph.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah, he probably has
Joseph?
a different name. I'm sure of that. I could be wrong, but at least from what I usually know, they have different names and they get called in their homes.
So how Asians
I just
be
go
like
by
Chris
Seyi
Lee?
everywhere.
They pull up as Chris Lee when they come to America, but they don't have any Chris anywhere near in their name when they're in Asia or something like that.
It's probably
It's
a
like
middle
that?
name. I think it's probably. I don't know how it works.
Hey,
Probably
Shay, take a shot at that one.
I was right.
There you go, Shay. Yeah, you got it.
That.
Yeah, you got it. I can do it because I'm 26%, but I want to see if you can do it.
Okay. I mean, one of the names is literally my name in there, so I already know how to pronounce that.
His name.
I already know how to pronounce that. That's easy. Oluwagabinga Oluseyi Joseph Oyewale.
Goated.
Better than I could have done.
I'm thinking I'm 80%. I got 80% of it pronounced right. 78%.
I would have resorted straight to that Joseph.
Yeah, it was good, Joseph. Did y'all see? Y'all saw it was, of course, a joke. It was like the Onion or Ball Sack Sports. But somebody tweeted out that Denver Broncos reporters have not written an article on Albert O yet because they're afraid to misspell his name. That sounds like Denver beat reporters are afraid to write an article out of the chance of misspelling his name. Is he Nigerian? Is Albert Aku? Is he one of us?
A name like that, you gotta be. Well, I'm not sure. Probably Nigerian too, but I know he's at least African. But ask me. That's definitely Nigerian. The middle name gives it away. That's definitely Nigerian. Oh wait, you're Yoruba?
I didn't even notice this. Albert Chukwu.
I don't know. I guess my parents would give me an American name in my name. So, they didn't give me one.
He said the G.
I thought you were Igbo because you had Joseph as your name. They didn't give me an American. They didn't give me an American name in my full name. They didn't put that part in me. Your parents were considerate. They were just like, okay, I know you're gonna go through job interviews and everything, and people won't keep asking about your name. So we're just gonna put Joseph in there so they can leave you alone with that.
And now you can get hated on because they shorten your name to Seyi, like what you did or somebody did, and people still be messing that up. People still can't get Seyi right.
All you gotta do is just like, even when I tell them like just phonetically how to pronounce it, SHAY-YI. That's how you pronounce it. Still mess it up,
bro. People be struggling. Shay.
That's why it's annoying. Like. And people be mad. Why don't you tell me? Like, why don't you correct them? It's your name. Why don't you care that they're mispronouncing it? Because it ain't your name. Like you don't have to grow up with having your name mispronounced like every single day of your life. Like I was gonna say, I get tired of trying to correct people.
I was gonna say, I'm sure you just let it rock after a while.
Yeah, like I don't care anymore. Like as long as I know you're calling me, that's all I care about. Like as long as I know you're talking to me, like I don't care what you call me.
I got Rico and William. He's Jalen. We good.
We Jalen.
See, that's why I'm American. See, I got Joseph's name wrong. I knew that G had to be silent. I knew that G had to be silent.
The G is attached to the Benga and not the Alawa?
Alua Benga. Yeah, Alua Benga. Like, I knew that G had to be silent. So, basically, like, Alua means God. That's in my name too. So Alua Seyi. So like, yeah. If you got Alua, that means you're Yoruba. That's God in Yoruba. In Igbo, God is CHI. So God is CHI, and I think CHU means something else in Igbo. So if you see someone with CHI in their name and they're Nigerian, well, I guess the prefix, they're Igbo. If you see someone with OLU or OLUWA, they're Yoruba. That's at least what I know so far.
I can confirm this.
None of that. What would you?
I got left behind. Yeah, I got left behind. I need to see that written out. But hearing it, you lost me too.
CHI in Igbo means God. In Igbo, OLUWA means God in Yoruba. So that's how you know which one is Igbo and Yoruba if they have those type of names. That's just like one of the keys.
People asleep on how big Nigeria is too.
How big is it?
Well, and they have this split up too. Like they got like Mali, but like it's going through Sierra Leone and Guinea and a little bit of Senegal. That's interesting. They didn't just do countries. They literally did it to like the land that it's from. Because like this isn't one big country. This is several countries, but this is where my Cameroonian.
They trying to say all of that's just Africa. Like we don't care. Like that's just Africa. That's what they trying to say.
I guess it's roots everywhere. First of all, that picture is beautiful. I'm perfectly fine with being from wherever this is. I want to go there. But I mean, I guess because people travel. I don't know. Yeah, because they did kind of hate. Like
I thought you
Iceland's
were Russian,
one area.
Rico.
You say, wait, what?
Thought you were Russian. Oh man,
really?
I thought you were Russian.
Bro, why would I be? Where would Russia come from? But it's nothing over here. I don't got nothing over here.
Is anybody really? I guess if you're Native American, you're I guess technically from the United States. But I mean, is anyone real? If you do this ancestry, are you really going to get a United States, or you're just gonna get everything else?
Hey, when I do it, I'll let you know because apparently I'm Native American, so I will let you know.
I want to know which one too. Like
Rico, I thought you were Native American too, though.
We were told that there's like a picture of somebody in our ancestors that looks like they are. I don't know. I never was confirmed, but I was told I was supposed to be Tuscaroran under the Iroquois from North Carolina. And everything added up because we are from North Carolina as a family from my mom's side, but I don't know. I don't know where that went.
That's crazy. Like from when I known you, like you told me you were Native American from like the first day I known you or something.
He keeps
lying. Giving the information I was given. I'm giving out the information I was given. Oh, and Rich had an important question for you. He's actually asked it like twice the past couple of weeks, but yesterday he asked it like, does Seyi know? Can you buy games that are listed as European or Asian games, or can you only buy American games? Like if you go to CD Keys, have you ever bought anything from CD Keys? If you buy like European 2K, can we play it type of thing? That's basically what he's saying.
What?
He's trying to get it for cheap.
I feel like on PC it doesn't matter as much, but if I'm paying for it, I'm just gonna get the US version to make sure. I know for a console you can't do it, but I'm not taking a chance on it.
Like digital.
I think on PC, like digital? How can they really tell which computer is going? Like I feel like it'll work, but I'm not. If I'm paying money for it, I'll just get the US version because I don't want to just buy it and then find out what doesn't work.
Didn't you get like a Mexican version of some game?
Yeah, but that's Mexican. That's in the same continent.
Yeah, same hemisphere, all of that. Yeah,
that's true. For the PS4. Yeah, I got a Mexican Assassin's Creed Odyssey, $20 when it just came out too, $20. But the Mexican version was $20. All I had to do was just open up the game, go to settings, change it to English. I was straight.
I was gonna say, so the only benefit is price.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I got the Mexican version, just because it was $20.
A Mexican version of a Roman game, though, like it's so random.
Weak.
He's that mama's baby papas maybe can mess up. Who thought you were? So someone in the family.
The Mexican game, Rich, is a different continent.
Did the Mexican game work? Oh, Rich wanted to know if the Mexican game worked.
Yeah, it worked, but like. It's in Mexican. It's in the same continent, but like, if you're asking for European Asian, that's a different continent. So I know on console it wouldn't work, but on PC, I don't know.
Digital, I don't see why it wouldn't. Like digital for Xbox, because he's asking about Xbox. I don't see why like digitally.
Okay, yeah. Digital could be another story too.
Yeah, like
I was just thinking physical because I got the physical Mexican Assassin's Creed Odyssey, so I was thinking physical.
Boy couldn't even read the cover, boy. Struggling.
I didn't need to. All I just saw was just the CD, and I was good. Como estas? E2. That's all I know.
He said, "Hey, be careful. I bought a Switch game key and they blocked my whole account." What? Wait, they got mad at you for buying a Switch game key through CD Keys, and it wasn't even another
Nintendo
country. You just bought it through CD Keys, and they got mad.
Hey, console banned that, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, wait, what? That is
if I'm using CD Keys, I'm gonna do that for PC. I'm not even taking a chance. Especially, I got to play PS5. Sony don't play. I use CD Keys to get like a PSN pass. That's
Speaking
it.
Of PS5, can one of y'all point me in the direction of a PS5 that is not being resold and not manufactured refurbished that I can purchase?
Look at the guy above you.
Huh?
That's where I got my PS5 from.
I could check my sources.
What'd you say, Shady?
The guy above you is where I got my PS5 from.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let me
check my sources. I'm about to check my sources. I'm about to get back to you because I was flipping Xboxes and PlayStations when they were first coming out.
Please, because I've been looking. And I don't want to pay for a manufacturer refurbished, like I said. And I don't want to pay for $1,000 one. Then the retail is $500. So like it doesn't make any sense to do something like that. So I'm just waiting.
Check my sources. I haven't looked in like a long time. I'm out the game of selling Xboxes and PlayStations, but I can go look. He said Nintendo did the seller of the key used a stolen CC and they thought it was me. What? And that was through CD Keys, or that was somebody else? Because I've never had a problem with CD Keys before. That's usually where I get my I don't get games through there, but I get my Xbox Lives through there because it's cheaper. And have any of y'all tried Multiverses yet? Any of y'all that like Smash Bros or Brawlhalla? My party chat loves it. They on it all day, every day. They're probably on it literally right now.
My friends just started. They like it, and I play Brawlhalla. I like Brawlhalla, but I mean,
it's like more complicated Brawlhalla. I would say if Smash Bros is 100% and Brawlhalla is 0%, Multiverses is like 70. It's like closer to Smash, but it's not quite Smash. It's kind of like Brawlhalla-ish, but it's definitely closer to Smash. It's everybody. It's cross-platform. Jamal plays on his PC. Yeah, it's free.
I'd probably be playing a lot more, but my friends on Long Island all got hit with like I don't know. They're all getting destroyed by their internet right now.
Why?
I don't know. They all are lagging out of games. Every single one of them.
Is it like a PlayStation thing or a Long Island server thing?
I'm chilling.
I'm chilling. Long Island going through it. And that's the Xbox.
It might just be their town too in Deer Park. Like they might just be getting annihilated because like every single one of them is just dropping out of games like left out of right after right.
Well,
they got it all. Xfinity, Verizon, Fios, and like the other BS, but they just getting annihilated. But I heard it's good too. But
just to let y'all know, I'm bringing this up because somebody in here probably plays Multiverses, and I wanted to let them know that a lot of characters were leaked. I'm trying to find the real one and not these fake ones. What you about to say, Seyi?
I guess speaking on the topic of going to the internet to get something cheaper, I guess this is kind of related. On Reddit, I remember a few years ago I bought $25 worth of 50 Chick-fil-A free Chick-fil-A sandwich passes coupons. So I spent $25 to get 50 Chick-fil-A coupons, spicy or normal. And they were working for about like a week until I guess Chick-fil-A found out someone was selling like their free coupons and shut it down. The only reason I found out was because I went to the register and it just wasn't working anymore.
That's crazy.
I used to eat like 3 a day. Like I had it like during lunch. I just got like 2 sandwiches. Got one spicy, one normal. Like I was finessing off that. I wouldn't even mad if like all of them didn't work because I still got like in terms of the value I paid for, I still got more than my money's worth. So
now I don't know how official this is, but they're saying they're gonna add all of these people in here: Rick and Morty, Powerpuff Girls, Johnny Bravo, because it's Warner Brothers, so they have the rights to like all of these different characters.
Wait, Johnny Bravo,
Kids Next Door, Shrek, Naruto. It's gonna get crazy. Goku.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
What powers does Johnny Bravo got?
In the game?
Bro, Shaggy's in the game. They don't, it doesn't matter what powers you actually have in your cartoon. Everybody's fine. Velma's fine in the game. You gotta say Shayla.
But LeBron's in the game, right?
Oh yeah. He just got added. He's the newest character. And yeah, LeBron's
Space Jam Bron, yeah.
Yeah, he literally dunks on you. Like he has a ball in his hand and he dunks on you and it hurts. I
need to play this game. I need to play this game.
Bro, it's bad. And yeah, it's cross-play, so technically we can
do they got together. Jordan, though? Warner Brothers.
No,
they have to have Jordan. No, you got to do Jordan versus LeBron on here. Like, they got to get Jordan.
I would love Pennywise. They're thinking about having Buddy from The Watchmen, Dr. Manhattan from The Watchmen, Austin Powers. Man, hey, man. Iron Giant is annoying, too, even though he's a big target. But he the system has a weight system. Batman's one of the lightest characters, so you can get knocked off the map at like 70%. Whereas Iron Giant, it like takes to like 200% for you to get like punched off the map.
What the hell? Yeah, I might have to try that out.
Rico. It's cross-platform. We have a party chat full of people, so you would never run out of. I don't know how you would talk. I mean, technically you could join through the phone, and Xbox Live is technically free as long as all you're doing is joining the party. Yeah. And not like actually playing Xbox.
I got with the what's it called, the newest Xbox, because I couldn't get a PlayStation 5 on retail, so I had the Microsoft and everything account and everything, so I'm chilling.
I got an Xbox just
bro. Me and every one of my friends got tired of waiting because only one of my friends got the PS5, and we were all just saying like, Jesus, man, I want to play the new can't believe I'm saying this, but the new 2K. And
looking back, it sounds crazy.
Yeah, and in hindsight, man, we was walling. But yeah, like yeah. So
nah, man, that's crazy. I wish I knew that, man. I would have definitely had when I was like in it, man. It was like Xbox after it got to a point where I was like, yeah, I don't even want anymore. Like it was PlayStations, Xboxes. Cause I mean, like, you know, I know a lot of people that's in like the shoe game, you know, New Yorkers and cook groups and stuff. So they get like the Jordans when they first drop. They got the bots and stuff. So they had stuff like that for PlayStations and Xboxes too. It was crazy. That was actually a really fun time though.
The ones that be on the Nike like just the waiting list, trying to just
killing the Nike app, Supreme app, Nike app, having all of the bots, all of that, bro. They crazy.
Are concert tickets too?
I'm pretty sure that cook group got pretty crazy.
Yeah, you get concert tickets as well. Like if it's a Beyonce concert, like some high profile artist like that, they'll take up all those tickets.
I did that recently, not on purpose, but I was going to a Pusha T concert in Philly, and then I couldn't go, and I bought each ticket for $17, but I sold both of them, all four of them individually for $60 a piece. So
I
might start doing
that. I need to be doing that.
Yeah, I was like, yo, this might be lucrative, bro.
this might be the beginning of something great.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Ed and Eddie's in this game too. What powers do they have? Throwing jawbreakers?
Again, Velma is like a really good character. She throws a police car at you, and then you just go flying. It's so stupid.
What does Velma and the police car have anything to do with each other?
I don't know where a police car can. I guess because they investigate. She investigates. I don't know, but
why is Ed and Eddie one person though, while everybody else is like he got Fred Flintstone in the cut?
Technically, Tom and Jerry's one person. And they fight. Like Jerry will randomly come out and try to hit you and stuff. It just depends on what button you press. Like it's normally Tom out there all the time, and then Jerry comes out occasionally, like depending on what move you do. And then I would love Ed and Eddie would probably be my favorite character out of everybody on this list. Ed and Eddie's probably my favorite thing.
Oh, they got Billy and Mandy. It's over with Grimm. It's over. Do they got Billy and
Mandy?
Where is
that? Where was Billy and Mandy at? Hold on. Where is that?
So they are in there. They got to.
Oh no, I would definitely like to. Oh, they got Master Chief, they got Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Oh yeah, there's the possibilities are limitless, man.
I'm a
Naruto, Buddy from JoJo Bizarre. I see Grimm, Raven.
Okay, so Grimm gotta have
Titans.
Or Billy and Mandy probably just separate.
Or it don't matter.
Would you ask?
I said, is it better on console or Steam, or it really doesn't matter?
I guess it doesn't really matter. I know Jamal plays on PC and he don't really have problems. I don't know if he plays with controller though, because you know you can just hook up your controller to you.
Yeah, you're gonna see me playing with WASD, bro.
Yeah, I hate it too. I do not use WASD. When I play Halo or Apex on my computer, I'm playing with my controller.
Yeah.
The Mask, Austin Powers. I'll probably use Austin Powers. They got Voldemort. And then they got Pennywise, so that's just, I mean, there's so many angles you could take this. They got, I've never watched Game of Thrones, but they already got the one character from Game of Thrones.
Oh, Jon Snow, I didn't even see him too. Jon Snow,
they already got Arya. Arya is already in it, but they're planning on adding these.
That's not Arya. Why they got a cartoon version of Arya?
Yeah, that's how she came out.
Why they got a cartoon version of Arya, but they got the real life versions of Jon Snow, Daenerys, and the Hound?
Oh no, anybody after Taz and minus the Lego guy, Rick and Morty, Samurai Jack, and this guy, they're not in the game yet. These are the leaks. The first two rows are basically who's already in the game plus Taz. And then everybody else is a leak. Everybody else is like what they plan on doing. They got Neo from the Matrix, Sherlock Holmes. Everybody else is a leak. They're not in the game yet. That's why I was showing it. So like if anybody
gotta have Jordan. They gotta have Jordan. He's part of Warner Brothers.
LeBron just dunking on everybody.
Y'all can really have MJ different. Versus LeBron.
Jake is a really good character too. He's one of those characters that's hard to use, but if you know how to use him, he's really good. He has that kind of Kirby thing where Smash Bros. Kirby turns into like a brick and then comes down and hits everything. He has like a nerfed version of that in his thing. So do they have Blue from Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends? That would be cool. They start adding them in. They got Ben 10. That sounds like a cheat code as far as that game
Powerpuff
goes.
Girls sounds like a cheat code too.
Yeah,
You got all three of them.
Yeah, that's gonna be ridiculous.
Raven sounds like a cheat code. Kratos is a cheat code.
Oh yeah,
They got Dante from Devil May Cry.
Oh, that would be my character.
They just have limitless possibilities. They can have everybody in here. Literally, as long as you're not Nickelodeon or Disney, you can be added in here. Apparently, everybody else, any fictional character. Oh, Static Shock. I know people are excited about Static Shock being added in potentially. Flat. They got Godzilla and King Kong. It's literally limitless. Rich said Superman is his name. But yeah, I don't know who Brock S is. I know of Adventure Time. I know it exists, but I've never watched it. So I don't know a lot of these guys, but I don't even know who is Ash Williams and W Moth. Who are these people? That looks so old. Willy Wonka. I don't know who Max is. They got GI. Is this from the what's this name? The little I forgot that name.
Why they got
I know that movie.
Why they got the two guys from what's that show called? The Stupid Show. I don't know why I said the Stupid Show.
I'm trying to look at the list. To see the Stupid Show.
The two white boys in the middle, like right next to Jon Snow.
Jon Snow. Oh, Dean and I don't even know who this is. I don't know.
You don't know them? I forgot the name of the show. It's some stupid. I don't know. I forgot what it's called. Them two, yeah. Right next to the guy from what is that? Lazy Town. They got that boy in there. I'm about to rock with.
They got number one.
Yes, sir. I'll use him too. I like Codename Kids Next Door. That's the last era of cartoons I watched. After Codename Kids Next Door, I missed everything because I just jumped headfirst in the video game. So after Codename Kids Next Door,
my last for me was Foster's Imaginary's Friends. That was it. After that, then I think that was the end for me. Well, that and Avatar, and the whole Avatar series, that was the end for me.
I don't even know who Robbie R is. Rick and Morty. I would love to use Rick and Morty because that show is hilarious too.
Y'all showing y'all age right now.
I mean, a lot of our party chat knows Adventure Time and stuff. They kept watching it. Once I got a hold of video games, cartoons, and movies became irrelevant. That's why, if when in doubt, if you ask me if I've seen anything, 99 times out of 100, I haven't. I'm late to anime. I started watching anime sophomore year, so I was like 18. Maybe 19 when I first started. I didn't watch Dragon Ball Z like that or nothing. I started watching it as an adult. Anything after I got a hold of Madden and Kingdom Hearts, it was over with for cartoons. It was literally
just transition to full on sports for me. I was just watching nothing but sports.
Apparently, a new NCAA game coming out next year or something like that.
I forgot there was one coming out.
Please,
I'm not a big fan of Madden. But give me NCAA with the recruiting.
If they butcher this NCAA game, bro, I might just call it quits with EA.
I just don't mess it up, bro. And now you know why I'm really upset.
I just feel like with EA, it's probably gonna be bare bones. Like it's gonna miss a lot of the features it had in the previous generations. Watch would be bare bones.
If they take recruiting out, it's literally pointless because then it's just Madden at that point.
Oh nah, it really
NCAA 24. We're bringing recruiting, new future recruiting.
If they have a
real new feature.
If they have a real in-depth recruiting and the gameplay is all right, I'll be fine. But like, I just have a feeling EA is gonna go like, yo, like everybody's gonna buy this game that played this game before. So who cares about making?
Yeah, we can just be lazy. Yeah, we can just be lazy. I mean, that menu music just throughout playing the game with the college rather than like regular music, that automatically wins me over. I love that music, but I'm upset because they're waiting so long. Yeah, but now I'm upset because they're waiting so long because now Georgia won't be on the cover. By the time, because we're not winning the championship this year, I highly doubt we are. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I highly doubt we're gonna be on the cover next year.
They better have.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying that they better allow you the ability to download custom rosters again, like you could do in the past, so I can get
and create your team. and create your team with your
Well,
logo.
technically,
You do
since the
jerseys.
NIL is here
about to say,
now,
yeah, the
should they
likeness
have their
now.
names?
The likeness now.
Yeah,
That was. I remember LaMichael James had locks. The last
Yes.
NCAA. That's Jalen's boy, Oregon fan. LaMichael James had
remember-
locks in the last NCAA.
Hey,
remember in Alabama,
Illinois, bro.
they had a sophomore cornerback, which actually was Drake Kirkpatrick, but who did not play a snap. Rated 97. Did not play a snap at all.
That's what you got to do.
Rated 97.
Like when NCAA comes out and Bryce Young goes to the NFL, you got to give the quarterback that's next up his stats. That's just the only way for it to make sense, I guess. In there, like it's just easier to do it that way. They don't feel like thinking. They don't feel like watching high school tape. They're just like, well, the next guy's should be just a clone of Bryce Young. Keep it pushing. But yeah, I do kind of hate that though. Oh yeah, Alabama, they're recruiting too, because like depending on what school you went to, it was easier to recruit to and things like that. So like even when I created a team, I would create the team and override a good team. Like I would override Georgia so I could have Georgia's recruiting for my created team. It was beautiful. It was, and then the most recent NCAA before they stopped, how you could change the conferences, like you can move everybody. You could, I mean, that's kind of what's happening in real life right now. But you could put like USC, Alabama, TCU, Oklahoma all in the same conference. You would just switch them out. Just move them.
As a competitor,
they need to also bring back.
As a competitor, I hate that USC and UCLA are leaving the conference. But as an Oregon fan,
oh yeah, y'all good. Y'all taking over.
Easy.
Y'all taking over.
They need to bring back college hoops as well.
Oh yeah, college hoops was fun too. I didn't play it as much.
College hoops 2K, that was one of my favorite games. They need to bring that back.
I never played that.
Well, it's dated now, but during that time, that was the best basketball game out. Gameplay, their own franchise mode with recruiting and everything. It was very fun. You get to create your own prospects as well. It was so fun. It was owned by 2K, yeah.
I don't know if y'all agree, but I gotta point out this Rich, right? Questioning me going to see Pusha T. Like, come on now. Like,
wait, what?
Yeah, like he said Pusha T with a couple of question marks. I'm guessing that he's indicating that he don't like Pusha T, which is crazy to me.
Our party chat, the vast majority of them, first of all, a lot of them are younger, so they don't like J. Cole. I think everybody doesn't like J. It's like 90% don't like J. Cole.
J. Cole gets hated on, but I thought it was the older crowd, not the younger.
No, it's the younger crowd. Oh no, that whole troll of J. Cole is worse than Lil Pump is the younger crowd. J. Cole, Kendrick, anything like that. If I even mention the new Joey Badass album that just came out, I'm gonna get yelled at in the party.
What?
They would hate all the music I listen to then.
I was
Joey
about to say,
Badass is definitely on that rotation.
I was about to say Joey just came out that was beautiful. J. Cole's goated, and I don't know.
Mac Miller came out with another album. I need to listen to the Joey and the Mac Miller.
Yo, he's putting out albums from the grave. Shouts out to Mac
it's like
Miller.
His third or fourth one, I think Joseph said. I need to peep.
Wait, so is Push like considered old head because he came out before in the 90s?
Yeah, he definitely. He's super
old head.
No, but I mean
Clips. That's like 2001.
No, but that's Clips though, and he came out in the 90s. But like his solo career is this decade, or I guess this last. decade.
But just if it's not, if it's not on the trap beat.
His solo career was still started like in the late 2000s. So
yeah, he had a resurgence with Kanye, but like if it's not on a trap beat or like Detroit or anything like that, it's just pretty much dead. I mean, I might ask the party chat tonight. Do y'all prefer to listen to New York Drill or J. Cole? Because they hate both. I'm just curious what the answer's gonna be.
Nah, don't ask that question because they're 1000%. How old are these guys? Are they about my age? Or are they like your age?
How old is everybody? Like around 20, a little bit less than that, 19, 20.
All right, so they're going to say New York Drill, bro. They're going to say New York.
No, they hate it. No, that's what I'm saying. Do you prefer J. Cole or New York Drill? I don't know which one they're going to pick because they hate both.
Oh, wow.
They hate both.
Is everybody from out there? Is that why, Georgia?
Most of it, yeah.
Okay, all right, cool. Because I was about to say in New York, you say J. Cole or New York Drill with people like my age or younger, J. Cole's getting like hated on.
I mean, Akira's what 25, I think he said. I don't think he likes New York Drill like that. And he's born and raised Queens, so I don't know. I mean, I like some New York drill songs, but I can't listen to it for an hour. Like after an hour, bro, like come on now, it's the same beat, like with a different sample, same. It's just too loud. It's
I
too.
bet they
I
didn't listen to
don't
the
know. It's
Lupe
not for me.
Fiasco new album like I did.
Wait, Lupe Fiasco has a new album?
I was about to say now you really showing your age, bro, because nobody.
I didn't know. I don't know who you follow on Twitter.
It was like a month ago. It was like a few weeks ago, but I mean,
but how did
still
you
like
know? Like, where were you at to know?
Oh, my boy Muhammad. Because he's a big Lupe Fiasco fan. So I didn't even know either. I was like, wait, he has a new album?
That
So
boy,
he let me know.
Lupe.
He put me on.
Lupe,
so I looked up on Spotify and I checked it out. Yeah, he has a couple good songs on there. Oh, we're gonna come out the woodwork.
Lupe Fiasco. I got it, bro. I'm just curious. Like, I mean, I know you said he's a big Lupe fan, but I still need to know how Mo knew. Like, you just Google every day.
No. When I tell you he's a big Lupe fan, like, I mean, both of us when we were growing up, we used to listen to mixtape Lupe, like. Even before like all the mainstream stuff, mixtape when he was a gangster rapper, Lupe. Like we had all of that, but like he was an even bigger fan than I was. I kind of like, I won't say grow out of it, but it was like that. I just never went out my way to listen to him like that anymore, but he still does.
Somebody said,
like, yeah, I see that.
What's his name? Joseph just said Mac Miller, and I I got a pretty recent funny story. I was asking one of my best friends, like friend he knows from college or whatever, because we were just talking on PlayStation, right? And I was like, oh, okay, so like, what's your favorite artist? We were talking about music, and he goes Mac Miller, and I laughed, and then I was like, nah, for real. And then he was like, no, I'm serious. I'm like, oh, my bad. I thought you were joking, bro.
I didn't think Mac Miller was actually that good until I actually listened to more than just the singles, and I was like, okay, like
he's not bad, but.
I love the kids mixtape. I absolutely love the kids mixtape so much. That whatever that mixtape / album, and the fact that Joseph said that the Mac Miller thing that he just came out with sounds like before Blue Slide Park makes me want to listen to it more because it's gonna be less alternative and R&B-ish and neo soulish. It's gonna be more boom bap. Anything before Blue Slide Park is more boom bap. So I'm more excited about listening to it now.
See, Joseph knows the album by Lupe. That's the name, Drill and Zion. That's the name. And he meant mess, not missed. Messed. He messed with it, not missed. Man,
you could bring up, was it Lasers, and that's it. You lost me after that.
Lyric loves Wale. I can't even say that loud.
Okay, you getting on me for Lupe now, but Wale.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, now
Wale. He doesn't. No,
there was this girl I was talking to, and she made a great point. What song does Wale doesn't have that doesn't have a female vocalist in the chorus? Like what song he doesn't have that doesn't have a female vocalist? They all have the same. They all have the same type of song.
But he's another guy different. You gotta listen to the mixtape because I like his songs where they infuse go-go with like a modern beat. I respect it. Now, Wale drops an album, I'm not running to it, and I may listen to it 3 years later. But I normally end up liking a few songs.
I mean, Wale for me is the type of artist that I'll listen to indirectly. I'll never go on my way to I need to listen to Wale. It's just when someone plays it, or if I hear from someone else, like, okay, that song is good. I might listen to it again.
Y'all like
the mixtape About Nothing was a classic in my opinion, but after that,
y'all like Griselda or nah? I love Griselda.
Lyric loves Griselda too. Lyric's the one that put me on to them, like Benny the Butcher.
I never really listened to them like that outside of 2K.
So. Westside Gunn has some of like two of my favorite songs of all time. Like I don't know he's just like a sample guy. You know, I like samples with Kanye and everything like that. He got an ear for like good samples, and he'll throw.
And I'm real strict.
He'll throw He'll throw a loop with no drums and he kills it.
And just start going, bro. Like Seyi, if you want modern bars, but it's like the evil New York, like old 90s, that's them. If you wanted to, they got
check them out. And
super rapping.
I'm a big Westside Guns fan without even listening to his music because he's a huge wrestling fan. Like he's like as passionate a wrestling fan. He'll go to the shows in Japan. Like that's how So that's like, oh, this is Westside Gun. I need to listen to his music for that reason. So like now that you're telling me that, now I think I mess with that guy even more.
Yeah,
I'm super strict.
He got a couple tracks with I don't even mess with him like that, but this guy Stove God Cooks, and they go crazy. They both go crazy in a couple of tracks he got.
But even Joseph, same thing. Like he says, a love-hate thing has a male vocalist, but he always has a singer in his chorus. Like every song is the same.
So he
I mean, rap or something. Like he always.
I mean, he has
same
songs
formula.
where he real rap though.
Let me ask you this:
his singles sound like that. That's just his singles become.
You said you like the way he infuses the go-go. I hate that. I cannot stand it. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm really strict, bro. I want people from DC to sound like DC, which I mean, I don't know what that means now, but I want New Yorkers to sound like New York, which they usually don't.
How you feel
because that
about
New York
A$AP
drill
Rocky,
is a UK sound.
Maybe I'm just so
it
mad.
was a fun infusion.
Maybe I just
even though it was
so mad that I went to this festival that Wale performed at. He showed up 30 minutes late, like he was the main event. Like, bro,
like he was just that guy.
Yeah, like, bro,
he thought he was Lauren Hill.
You
can't be showing up late like that,
bro. We don't. No apology, no nothing. He literally was like 40, maybe 30 to 45 minutes late, and then he pulled up. No apology, no nothing. The first song come on, it's like Lotus Flower Bomb. We're like, bro, get your ass off the stage, bro. Get the hell out of here, bro.
Man thought he was Lauren Hill. But yeah, I want West Coast to sound like West Coast. I want New York to sound like New York. I want Chicago to sound like Chicago, Louisiana, Atlanta, all of that type of stuff. So any of that in between, I usually don't like it unless you're really good or really creative.
Yeah,
like
I admire
Rocky was fun.
Yeah, I mean, you can't control where you're from. Like, so I admire like you're inspired by like a different type of music. Like, if I was a rapper, I'll probably sound like a New York rapper because that's what I grew up listening to. So, like, A$AP Rocky, like, did all that chopped and screwed stuff, all like that Houston old head, all that type of music. Like, he sounded like he was from Houston. I messed with
it. Was literally Houston. It had like because of Clams Casino. It had an infusion of sound that was slightly different, but it was clearly hugely inspired by Houston for sure. Though.
Oh, Joseph, even better. I was actually in the crowd. It was in Georgia, so I was there.
Wait, Kevin Gates.
Oh yeah, Kevin Gates went to a wrestling show, AEW, and he punched a wrestler.
That's a weird guy. He's a real one. No, but
this wrestler had a great burn on him. They were like I saw Kevin Gates in the crowd, but excuse me, I at first I thought you were young MA.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
No, that was funny. That was funny. That was funny.
The same skin tone.
That's fight words.
That was funny.
I'm not saying
I laughed when he said that.
I'm not saying.
The thing is, this guy's a white guy, so I didn't even think. Well, I mean, that could sound racist, but I didn't because I don't even listen to Young MA, so I didn't even think like he was going to say something like that.
Yeah.
Hey,
somebody told him to say that.
Hey, anybody in New York in the chat, they're gonna like they're not taking any new Young MA slander. They think she like the greatest female rapper ever.
Hey, she sounds like New York, so I respect it. I don't listen to it, but I support it because she sounds like New York. That New York drill stuff is really UK. So I don't know. I mean, they created their own flows and dances, and they be screaming to the top of their lungs. But that's a UK sound. It's not New York. So I respect like Casanova, Benny the Butcher, and them. Jay Critch occasionally, Young MA. Granted, I don't listen to those people often, but at least they sound like what they supposed to sound like. Y'all know I'm real strict with that. I'm real strict with that, and you got to be doing what you're talking about.
I can't do a Jay Critch because he's still got like my least favorite, the most annoying song ever on Madden. The most annoying song ever on Madden.
Oh, I bet. Not bad.
At this point, I put the Madden soundtrack on mute. The soundtrack.
Yeah, Madden gets instant mute, bro. Instant mute.
I think it was
Madden soundtrack is trash to me.
It's terrible. It's worse than 2K.
2K is worse.
No, I actually think I like the 2K because I like 2K soundtrack because they keep adding more songs. So like all the songs sound fresh.
I'm sorry, but when I'm playing with my friends and it goes to halftime or something and they start playing the Megan Thee Stallion Body Yaddy song, I'm like,
that's awful. That's awful. And that Freddie Gibbs song on there is terrible. That Freddie Gibbs song on the recent 2K is straight babble. I don't know what he's talking about.
Sweetie too. Like they got like 20 songs by her.
It doesn't fit the atmosphere at all.
No.
But Madden, my problem with Madden, it'd be like unknown people and it's bad. And they be having them. I think the last 2K song where they forced like basketball bars was like the side of Prince went a few years ago. Madden every year has at least 2 songs where somebody's doing football bars for no reason. So yeah, I catch the ball like Julio.
Back like
you see me running like Saquon. Yeah, like it's always something every Madden.
That's the Jay Chris line that drives me crazy on that song. He goes, Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Yeah, Giant in New York.
I couldn't do it.
No, that's terrible. That's bad, bro. That's bad.
With the most out of pocket beat of all time. It's so annoying.
Bro, literally,
I think the Meek Mill song, like that Meek Mill song, is like the only good song on the Madden. That's it. That's the only song I like. That's it.
Joseph bringing up facts now. JID, the whole.
I like him.
Dungeon
Atlanta
family, that whole group is great. I like them a lot. It's really
Rico.
Dungeon family-esque.
You know, the thing is, I could have met Dreamville and St. John's. They were at the radio station, but remember when J. Cole had that concert? At least my senior year, like for like $2 or something.
It was like cheaper for
Yeah, but I was studying for a CLEP exam, which I failed. But because I was studying for that CLEP exam, I didn't go to the concert. Damn. And I should have went to the concert because I failed that exam anyway. So told me I should have went to the concert, and I would have met Dreamville since I was part of the radio station, and I would have met Dreamville before they were famous, before people know about them right now.
But to say, especially if you would have said you was from Atlanta, they probably would have loved to talk to you and like have the whole conversation. Yeah, Dollar and
connect with them right now. Who knows where I would have been?
Yeah, hey, true. Tut could have used you, man. You could have connected, so Tut could have been straight.
Could have.
We're trying to get Tut on, or Soko Ryan. We're trying to get Soko Ryan on. I already told him because we're going. I'm not sure if you know, Jalen. We're going to New York for a week, and I already told Tut, aka Soko Ryan, that he needs to like print out some business cards or something so we can pass them out because. I mean, New Yorkers do love Atlanta music. They like Atlanta music more than I do. I mean, I love Atlanta music, but I don't listen to it all day. Like a lot of people outside of Atlanta do. They love it, I swear, more than we do. And so he should take his card out there because he's an Atlanta artist from Atlanta. I think he would go crazy if you just take his business card and go stupid, pass him out. I think that would be a great idea. I wouldn't sell mixtapes. I don't know about that one. Don't sell mixtapes.
I gonna look at you.
No, just
you don't do that.
Crazy.
Just perform on the subway. That's what a lot of them do.
True.
That's what Nate did. Nate, our roommate, the rapper Nate.
Oh,
he rapped on the subway.
But he's like a boom bap rapper, so that might go a little. I don't know. That might go a little different.
Oh, he ain't a boom bap rapper.
I don't know.
He's straight Atlanta. Straight Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. That one.
Riverdale. Straight Riverdale.
That won't translate. Yeah.
I don't know how that's gonna go. Period. Because the subway, bro. People in New York got this innate ability to just mute people. That
I learned that too. I tune people out. People be doing gymnastics on the rails and everything. I'll tune them out. Like
that's a learned skill. That's not natural. You just gotta. It take a minute, but once you got it, you got it. I'll completely just as long as it wasn't a bad smell, I didn't care.
Oh, them bad.
You gotta have
them bad smells. Crazy.
No music. Now you know. Now you just see people doing backflips on the train. You already know what's about to happen. No music. Or they had that loudspeaker blasting some old Get Light music from like the early 2000s. It's just so loud and obnoxious.
Oh, you gotta love the speakers that are just torn, that got the most generic,
super do the right thing speakers, bro. Golly, yeah. Spike Lee do the right thing speakers on the train, extra loud, muffled. It's just terrible, bro. It's too loud and obnoxious. That's the only thing I can't ignore. Them and the people that come on preaching about whatever. Sometimes it don't even be God. Sometimes it be like the devil. They're like the devil just yelling at you.
That happens in Atlanta too.
Those are the ones I try not to ignore because, like, they are inadvertently hilarious.
But I just be so scared because they literally be yelling. I'm not talking about like the Muslim ones that be like preaching and chilling.
Nah, about the ones that's that Atlanta too. Them Hotep ones in Atlanta, they crazy.
Oh, yeah, they don't play.
I remember they want to look at me like they just looked at me just because they knew I was a black dude, and then I was walking in Midtown, so like I would fit the minority as straight black male. If you've been in Midtown, you know that's a minority, being a straight black male. So they just looked at me and they just gave me the fist up. So I just gave the fist back.
You got to before you get jumped.
Yeah.
They'd be like 8 deep. They'd be 8 deep.
Yeah, they saw you
They're
acknowledge.
like, "What's
so
up,
you
my
gotta
brother?"
make the move, bro.
You got to. But yeah, man. I told Tut just make sure you bring something to where you can just pass it out or whatever, and just hey, man, you never know. We're gonna be in New York for about 7, 8, 9 days, something like that. So I might as well while we just out and doing whatever.
Y'all going in the city?
Oh, of course. We're gonna stay in Harlem, and we're gonna be you know me, man. I'm everywhere. I'm in the Bronx, I'm in Brooklyn, I'm in Queens. We going to New Jersey because of Six Flags. I'm everywhere. We do everything. Everything.
Oh, that's
everywhere.
right. I forgot you're a roller coaster guy. You going on that Kingdom car, aren't you?
If the line ain't crazy, yeah. And actually, I mean, I like roller coasters, but I'm definitely more Disney World than Six Flags. I'm definitely more like experiences and like smells and
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, like the Houdini thing where you're like strapped in and the room is moving around you.
Yeah.
I prefer that over roller coasters any day, but I do like roller coasters, but I'm definitely more Disney World than
like
Six Flags.
You more about the theme.
Yeah, the thing like the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. First of all, the watermelon smell there. I'm gonna have to figure out that formula because I need that. And I like the little boat rides where things pop out. I prefer all of that over roller coasters. But I do like roller coasters, but I know how to avoid being jumped in Detroit. I know how to avoid being jumped Detroit urban survival training. Wait, what's going on? What's good, Hawk?
He's talking about the guy, the Instagram dude, the big heavyset dude that wears the iPad on his watch, on his wrist. You ever seen that?
You lost me. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
The survival, what he said, the urban survival training. You never seen that where he tells you how to disarm people like in the most dangerous way possible.
Oh, that mystery race cop guy.
Yeah.
It's like if someone is holding a gun straight to your face.
Yeah.
Just do a couple of jumping jacks.
Maneuver and you straight.
Move his hand to the left side. Slowly.
What race is that man?
He's got to be some type of. He's probably black, but he got to be some type of, I don't know, Spanish as well.
Yeah, that man's mystery race. I don't know what he got going on. Talking about TikTok, dude. I'm trying to go to an escape room. If I would do an escape room, I want to do a scary one. I might do like a haunted one. I don't want to do like a
Did you ever do the trap escape room, Rico?
Nah, not yet. I want to.
You got to go to that one. That should be your first one. You got to go to that one.
All right, bet. But I know Netherworld has an escape room now, so I want to do that. Oh, speaking of Netherworld, I don't know, Shay, if you want to join us, but just to let you know ahead of time, we're doing everything Halloween. We always do Netherworld. We'll probably do the other thing we did last year. I can't remember the name of it, where it was like 3 things in one, and like add like it was like a cornfield maze too. But we're also thinking about doing 13 stories as well. So we probably gonna hit up all of those around Halloween.
I'm down. If the funds look good, then I'm down.
Halloween guy, bro.
I'm huge Halloween. Only thing that may be Halloween is Christmas, and that's just because I love family and we cook. We basically have like a second Thanksgiving on Christmas. Other than that, Halloween is my favorite holiday, especially if we're talking about colors. I mean, my favorite color is orange, and I like scary stuff. Yeah, I love Halloween. It's literally, I'm looking forward to it already. Plus the weather too. Weather would be like high 60s during the day. It's just perfect.
Yeah. Now, ever since moving to Florida, my favorite holiday is the Super Bowl. No question.
The Super Bowl. Why the Super Bowl?
Because you mentioned weather, bro. First of all, there's no winter out here. That's number one. Number two,
yeah, true.
Number two, I think everybody out here treats Super Bowl like the biggest thing ever. Like, it is beautiful, and I just love football too. So there ain't no theme, no nothing. It's just pull up and watch this game and eat. I love that.
Oh yeah, that's dope. That sounds dope. I like Atlanta was really fun when we had the Super Bowl because it was just like a whole bunch of stuff going on. Seyi came up with the idea to go around and antagonize people and record it.
What?
He had his Patriots jersey on and everything.
Very first video on this page.
Yeah, literally the first video of Street Scores. Us going around Seyi
that must
antagonizing.
Be like your literal like one of the greatest moments of your life. It's got to be.
Oh yeah,
that was Falcons. Actually not like when Super Bowl was here. It was when the Patriots were facing the Falcons. But when the Super Bowl was here, it was literally like heaven on earth for me because I see like every like athlete, celebrity. I got to meet Darren Woodson, Randy
wow.
Moss autographed my Randy Moss jersey.
Hall of Famers.
I seen
Hall of
Deion
Famers.
Sanders right in person. I
Hall
was
of
too starstruck,
Famers.
and he was talking to Kevin. He was talking to Ryan Cameron, so I didn't want to bother him anyways. But I saw him like right in person. Met Stephen A. Smith, took a picture with him. What else? Like so many things. I met Brian Billick at Waffle House. Met Trent Green. It was like so many people. Torrey Holt. I met Torrey Holt. It was so many people. I
That's
loved it. It was
random,
like heaven on earth.
You know what's random that I completely forgot? They said that if you, somebody made a joke saying you're not from Vegas if you didn't just randomly run into Flavor Flav, which is so facts. Just so facts, bro. Like
he ran into Flavor Flav before for no reason.
Flavor Flav like literally just be in the city doing whatever. Like I think I was with Dad when it happened. He just walked into like I don't know, the gas station or 7-Eleven store or something like that. And I was like, yo, ain't that? And he's like, yeah. I remember that. But what's it called? So since you're a Patriots fan, like, what game's better for you, the 16 or 17? Because I think 16 is better than 17, but 17 obviously has the story of the giant comeback or whatever.
It's 17.
Really?
Nothing beats. If you ask me anything, nothing beats 17.
Really?
Because like growing up here, like the thing is, I never really hated the Falcons like that as a little kid. I loved the Falcons as a kid. Michael Vick. But Michael Vick was my childhood. As a little kid, that was so fun to watch. Like, every Sundays I couldn't wait because since we have all home games I get to watch all Falcons games, so I couldn't wait to watch a game of the Falcons as a Michael Vick. So I love the Falcons for that reason. When he left, I just didn't care anymore. Yeah. But the Falcons fans hated me because I was a Patriots fan. Like they always kept mocking me. I remember when Patriots lost to the Giants that first time. Literally, all of the kids gathered around me in a circle, so I couldn't even escape, just to clown me while their team wasn't even in the playoffs. So after that, I was just like,
even there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So after that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna remember this. So I just started hating the Falcons. So the way that they won too, where
I forgot.
Oh, this one as well. Like
layers because you're from, or not from, but you live.
I grew up here. It's essentially. Honestly, this is more my home than Massachusetts.
He's been here longer than me. Listen, he's been here longer than I have.
I moved to Georgia. My family moved to Georgia when I was 7 years old from Fall River, Massachusetts. So this is more my home. But
yeah, I forgot about that layer. So you got
an extra layer.
Yeah.
But so then I gotta ask you, what how tragic was life looking in that first half? Like you must have been
depressed.
Okay. So this was funny, right? So I was gonna get to the story. So I also made a bet with someone I went to high school with. $50 on the game.
No.
And during the first half, he was like, "Give me my money now," and he was kind of talking reckless because he said, "Give me my money now," N-word. Like I messed with him, which I really didn't. Like we were cool for like one time, but then we faded off.
That's crazy.
Like so we weren't really that cool. So like he was trying to talk to me reckless. So I didn't like that, but I was just like, wait to the end of the game.
So and you copy and paste what he said and then put that at the end of the game.
I didn't get a chance to. I'm going to get to that part. I didn't get a chance to. But so like I texted two of my other friends from St. John's, Evan and Brandon. Rico knows them. That when Brady threw that interception, I turned off. Well, I didn't turn off because I was in my family's house, my parents' house. So I went to my room, but I didn't watch it. I just told them, just let me know if Patriots score again, and then I'll turn it back in. And they told me that Patriots scored again. So I'm like, okay, now I believe they can come back.
It was like the Goskowski field goal, too. It wasn't even crazy. Like the next
point, what?
Like Goskowski field goal, I think, right?
Say again?
I said, I think the next time they scored was the Goskowski field goal.
That was the next time. But like, I just need to see one score just to make me see like, okay, they could come back. But I kept saying the game wasn't over. So long story short, when the Patriots came back and won, that dude blocked me on Facebook. Like, so he didn't even pay me. He immediately blocked me on Facebook. So what I did is, we have a lot of mutual friends too, since we went to the same high school. I literally put his whole name out there, like Alex Chamberlain. I don't care his name either, but Alex Chamberlain owes me $50 and
Nah,
he
that's
blocked
crazy.
me on Facebook because he didn't want to pay me. Like to this day, like
That's
how
so petty. I
long is
hate
that?
people
That was
that
like
don't pay
5 years ago.
debts.
If I ever see him again, I'm not going to dap him up. Not going to do everything. I'm just going to ask him, "Where's my money? Where's my money?"
I hope I'm with you too. That's so. I
Yeah.
hate people that don't pay bets. Like,
I
because then he
know.
would have expected it if he won.
$50 though. Like it wasn't even that much. 50.
Yeah,
Like
and that's
if
so
you broke,
petty.
just say it.
That's crazy.
If you broke, just say it. If
Nah,
you're struggling like that, just say
to
it.
go out of your way to hit somebody up at halftime like that is crazy. Like, actually, isn't that? I think I told you this, Rico, but I had a game 6 was my the NBA Finals this past game 6. It was my my mom's birthday, so we were out for dinner, which was it's like, damn. Well, I mean, I have to go to dinner. It's not like I have a choice, right? And we ended up like they overslept or something, and we were supposed to go to this one restaurant, like a nice restaurant. We ended up going to this like regular restaurant where they have TVs and the game in the back.
Oh, he was good.
No, I wasn't good because I wanted to watch it at home. So I
Okay.
turned my back. I made it so I couldn't see a TV. So I turned my back and everybody's looking at the game and I'm just like, God damn. Everybody's reacting and like, oh,
so your
yo,
nerves were killing you.
Yeah,
Nerves
just killing me.
you.
And then I was telling my friends and everybody all week, like, yo, even if you try, it won't matter. I'm turning my phone off at 8 p.m. because I know y'all. The minute the game turns out to score, they tip off or whatever, and Golden State gets the first layup, I'm getting hit up. Yo, y'all losing tonight? Like, so immediately I was like, yeah, nah.
Phone off. I'm right with you. I was in the Xbox party during the Georgia championship game. I was muting people left and right. Anybody trolling, anybody joking, because we sucked like the first 3 quarters.
Yeah, no.
So everybody was getting muted left and right. After we won, and I was able to just calm down, then I started unmuting people. It was like an hour after the game.
I kept telling everybody, bro, if Boston wins this year, you won't hear me say nothing about the Celtics for a decade. I won't say nothing. I won't, because a bunch of my friends are Knicks fans. I won't hate on the Knicks. I won't say nothing about it. NBA, nothing. I'm chilling, bro. But
yeah, I'm good. Hey,
but I'm back in. We lost, so I'm back in.
Back to the grind. Back to the grind.
Yo, I remember I had to block Rico's group chat when Patriots game blown out by the Falcons. I didn't even want to hear it either. Like I had to mute that. But then when they won, I was loud. But like what your mom said, that if I could get that $50, I'll use that on my Ancestry. If I could get that, like what Joseph said, especially with inflation, that's at least 100. That's at least 100
inflation
today,
from 5 years ago.
Technically, yeah, and what is it called? Not even just inflation. The word interest. Yeah, man. That's really like we really at $80 now.
The interest like that. That's more than $80, bro. He owe more than double at 5 years from now. That's
like
crazy.
really like $250, like you said, $250. $250. That's how much he owe me right now.
Yo, Alex Chamberlain, you owe that man bread. What's up with you?
Really? Alex Stetson Chamberlain. I know his middle name too. You owe me money.
$250 when you run into him.
$250.
$250. That's crazy.
But yeah, man, that's the Friday night stream. This was a great one, a random one, but that's how they're supposed to be. They're usually supposed to be extremely random. Y'all already know, man. Every Friday, 7 to 9ish, you know, that's what we do on this show. Y'all pull up because y'all love us. Y'all wouldn't have it any other way. Seyi and Jalen, anything y'all wanted to say before we dip up out of here?
Jay?
I mean, I need to just go eat my wings right now. They still in the oven, so
I forgot about those. I'm hungry.
I know. I mean, look, like this show is all
Go
good.
eat,
I wasn't hungry, so I've been waiting to eat those wings though. But I mean, this show. I mean, look, I had to do the show. You know, as now I'm about to eat those wings.
Man. You can eat on stream. We chilling. But yeah, man.
I didn't want to be too reckless. Now I didn't want to be munching. I didn't want people in the comments being hungry. Watch me eat my good ass wings. So like I was like, well, you know what? Let me just wait till the show's over.
Made sure he mentioned that they were good again, just in case. But yeah, man, y'all already know every Friday, 7ish to 9ish p.m. Make sure y'all pull up again next week. Jalen, I hope you can pull up again next week. I already know Seyi's gonna be there. And we'll catch y'all next week, man. Appreciate y'all.
Take care, y'all.
Yes, sir.